Yeah. Easily Offended Podcast, man. You already know what it is. Checking it one time. Man, we back, man.
Back
episode 83.
84.
84. 84. Because I just dropped 83 today.
Just dropped 83.
Don't forget to check that out, man. 83 is out. 81, 82, 80. Check them all out. Like, share, comment.
Go back to episode 1, nigga.
Wait, let's no. Let's not go back to episode 1.
Right. Do not go back. Start in like episode 5 or 6.
Let's go to
it's an inside story.
6.
We'll talk. We'll that'll be part of the documentary one day. We talk.
Yeah.
Talk about the first few.
Yeah, that would definitely be part. Man, we got a special guest in the building. I've been knowing this brother for a very long time, from the Tony Sports days. You know what I'm saying? Getting fly, getting fresh. And the man had bars. He still got them. I may. By the time this interview ends, maybe he'd be like, man, I might just drop a 16 one day. You know what I'm saying? So, like, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, the club era days, it was an artist by the name of Bruza. Bruza the General, when he first came out. Then he got fly with it and just like, nigga, just call me Bruza. You know what I'm saying? He had some amazing records, bro. Crazy freestyles on Sway. And then he just laid back in the cut, started writing, started working with bigger artists. He got a Grammy. You know what I'm saying?
Praise the Lord.
This is our third Grammy guest.
Nigga got plaques and shit, plaques on the wall.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we should just be called the Grammy Pod right now.
I mean, we could be called the Grammy Pod.
Because we've had the third Grammy Award winner here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, like, we got to give a shout out to my man Bruce, is definitely in the building, man. What's up, man?
What's the word, man? I definitely appreciate the love, man. Glad to be here, man.
Oh, man, it was only right to bring you in here, man, because I'm still a fan. Even with what you on to now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, though. I'll go to your page. Mm-hmm. The quotes that you be putting up.
For sure.
This nigga got advice, nigga.
Right. He said some shit last week, baby. Dropped my phone like, you know what? I'm thinking about this shit all wrong. Life in general got me all fucked up. I need to just circle back and get mainly focused.
You remember what it was or not?
Man, I can't word for word because your post be like 2 or 3 minutes, but like you always started off with if you stay and watch, this would change your life mentally, spiritually, and possibly financially if you look at it. You know what I'm saying? The way you look at it.
So I saw a post of yours where you were talking about the first words that God spoke to man. Yeah. And that shit was kind of like, that actually makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Be fruitful, multiply, and have dominion. Be fruitful, multiply, subdue the earth, and have dominion.
So you said it was like be, do, and have.
Yeah. So
right.
As I know, he was just saying.
Make sure you.
My bad. So one of my gifts from God, I feel like it's to hyper interpret words, right? So I was like, well, man, why don't I try to hyper interpret the purest word? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel as though, a lot of people will read scripture and read it for what it says. Mm-hmm. I'll read it for what it says, but I also get the gist of what it's saying. You know what I'm saying? I would literally read a word, I read the scripture, and I'll be like, why did God do that? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. I'm like, why? Why wasn't he kicking it with the angels? Why wasn't he straightening up heaven? Why would he do that already? It's in the beginning, God is creative. He wants us to know that he's creative. That's why he put that line first. So it's so funny. Me and my girl be reading scripture, and I'm like, so baby, look, the Bible was Jesus mixtape, right? And I'm like, Genesis is the intro, but why would he put this first? I'm like, Genesis is the ruler's back, his Tuscan leather, his. Every time I was in there, I'm like, that's the intro. Why would he put this first? So,
right.
So I can't just read it and just go to the next line, because I feel what lots of people make their mistake with reading it is they read it to get through it instead of reading to let it get through to them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so I will read it over and over.
Hey, nigga still got bars, huh?
I'm saying gospel album, rap. I'm just putting it out there.
No, for real. So that be my bad. So that Be Do Have really just spoke to me because I started looking at like, well, man, like he didn't say the first thing. It was like, oh, watch for Satan. Satan's evil, or like don't murder, or like don't rape, or excuse me, grape. I know you got to say something right.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But I'm like, why would he say this first? And I'm like, oh, he's telling us, like he's giving us like a principle for how to always have things, and he's telling us like be fruitful. You know what I'm saying? And then in the next few verses, it's like trees produce fruit of the seed in itself. Forgive me if I'm like misquoting a word or two, right. but I'm like, so based off the seed in yourself is the fruit that you produce. I'm like, so that's why people sometimes get it wrong, because they just so focused on the half, the fruit. They aren't being fruitful. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They aren't focusing on like multiplying after being. So it's almost like even me with like music. I feel like at my peak in music, like how I fell in love with the game, I was being. I didn't care about having.
Right.
I was just being. So because I was being, I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't care about the have. And then it was like once I shift my focus from being to having, the having, like focusing on the having affected what I was doing. Once the have started slowing up and my focus was on the have, my do started slowing up. And then once the do starts slowing up, the be starts slowing up. So it's like, I feel like anybody who's successful in anything, like they're locked in on like the be. It's like my first thing was like, I want to be the dopest artist ever. So that's that. Like that's just like that costs nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got like, oh well, I'm not doing because I ain't got a studio, or I ain't got a manager, it's like being costs nothing. Like you can be joyful today and it costs you nothing. You can be grateful. You can be happy for someone. That costs you nothing. But people get so wrapped up in like, well, what am I having for doing that? And it's like, that's not the recipe for how to have stuff. You have to be first. Like even with y'all, the first thing I even said, and big congrats on the pod too, especially being like 84. Like 84. So what that tells me is this: y'all being, because y'all not focusing on the have. Like we all just joked about, like, you know, getting to that point where we could have like white folks like being our staff and working for us.
Yeah.
But guess what? But when that happens, it won't shock me because y'all was being first. And because y'all was being, look what y'all doing. So when y'all start overly having, that won't shock me. Because I don't know, like they actually did it. Now, the minute y'all let the have be the focus, that's when it's going to all go wrong, bro. Like that's how, like that is like ruin nations. That is ruin like some of the greatest men ever, is focusing on have. You know what I'm saying? Because look, that's the one part that you can't control. Like you can't make people view your pod. I can't make people like my music. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I feel like once I started hyper focusing on what people said about my music or how they felt about it, and then that coupled with like, especially at that time, let's just say we in like 2006 or 7, right? Where like Jeezy was like getting hit. So lots of my homies, based off what they was into at the time, they like trap rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, well, damn, how come they don't play my music in the car? You know what I'm saying? So once I started putting so much value in like having, you know, adoration from my peers so much, it started to affect the do, which affected the be. So I feel like as long as you can just keep that be, do, have in check, it's nothing nobody can't do.
Just because people will tell you all the time, like people that like continuously have money, have access to things. Yeah. There's not necessarily they don't chase after it.
No.
Right. They just they just
chase the being.
You're right. You know what I'm saying?
If anything.
They do what they need to do.
Yeah.
And the things just flow to them. You
know and where does the doing what you need to do come from?
Being.
Man. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like I've never seen anything fail like from doing the be, do, have method, like nothing. And everything that does fail, I feel like the focus shifts from that. Because like I said, it costs nothing to be.
Yeah, because a lot of people start a podcast and they start and they only last for like 10 episodes.
Why?
Yeah.
Because they don't have.
Because they're not making no money yet.
Exactly.
So we live in a world right now where everybody just wants the results.
Yeah, exactly.
Like nobody really cares about the journey.
Yeah.
People want to have like, as long as you can record it and like, you know, put it out there, to like as content, but everybody's really solely based on what the end goal is.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody's focused on. Yeah. And not necessarily like just doing, because like, in general, we do enjoy this shit.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a hard thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
we sit here and talk to cool people that we know.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And conversations. And also people that has influenced the movements in Chicago.
Yeah.
So it's.
And to expound on that, like the whole be do have, it's like beliefs, behaviors, belongings. The first part is y'all believe. Like y'all do this because y'all believe. If somebody else who like, what's that? Oh, okay, bet. So
the goddamn.
Oh man, the brigade.
Right. Motherfuckers fast and furious outside and shit. You know
Every time we pod on Sunday, it never fails. At some point.
I don't know what sound effect that is, but that shit sound real. Y'all got some. Yeah, okay.
No, it was real as fuck. You know what I'm saying? We sitting out here, we right across the street from Garfield Park. Right. Occasionally niggas with motorcycles drive past, you know what I'm saying? We as you can see, we in a motherfucking living room. We ain't no goddamn.
No, like people come out like, I thought y'all was in the studio. Like, nah.
But even that, bro, that's really also why, like, when you hit me, I was like, yeah, I do it. Because like I said, like, I believe that you believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I respect that you believe. Like, I ain't gonna front. What really sold me was the number of episodes y'all had already. I didn't care about views, comments, clicks, traction. I'm like, bro, 80-some episodes in? I'm like, damn. Like,
yeah, man.
He believes. You know what I'm saying?
And we're booked. we got guests booked all the way to, I think, the next opening is at the end of November.
No, for sure.
Yeah, that's so when you talk about certain things, probably we were talking earlier about like, metrics and things like that. But like, it's one of those things that you kind of see where you like you just spoke to. Like, now we have people, before it's like you reaching out to motherfuckers, hey, you want to come on, you want to do this. Now motherfuckers are actually coming to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's even if we don't have like hundreds of thousands of views and all that shit yet, you know what I'm saying? It's really just about we doing this shit because we actually like to do it.
And it's organic talk.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, we got a few haters.
Oh, man,
you know what I'm saying?
What would it be worth if we didn't? Like,
yeah. So I mean, but we look at it like, like the end goal is to, be the number one podcast. You know what I'm saying? And to be looked at as a media outlet for people to come through and talk. And like you said, like this past summer we was outside and everybody was like, yo, man, what's up, man? Let me get on the pod.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or what makes me feel like I hate compliments.
Yeah. You don't know how to receive a compliment.
I don't. Yeah. Like,
I'm not good with that shit.
Yeah. Like, I was at work one day, and it's like, I work in McCormick Place, and like we had servers and stewarding and stuff like that, just coworkers. Mm-hmm. And this girl comes, she's like, nigga, your podcast funny as hell, G. I was dying laughing. And I was like, thanks. And then everybody was like, you got a podcast? You got a podcast? I was like, yeah, man, just go ahead and follow. Just try to get out the conversation quick as possible. And she's like, no, bro, be having real niggas on there. Woo. I'll be like, yeah. What time does the event start? Because I just feel like, I mean? We don't do it for the popularity. We just do it for the culture of Chicago, bro. Like, it's a lot of dope people here in the city. And it's a lot of dope conversations that we, as grown men, going into, as OT said on the last pod, going into your second box of life.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's also a man of the cloth. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, bro, like there's 3 stages of life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And when you in your 40s, you hit that stage where your mind process is different.
Yeah.
You know
at least it should.
Yes, it should be. You start thinking about, damn, how much longer do I need to work to retire?
Yeah.
What does that look like? What does my life insurance look like? What does and then you have personal stuff. Your family members are passing away because now they getting older. So you're like, the people that you looked up to get advice is no longer around. You feel what I'm saying?
Sure.
And then some of your homies that you went to high school with, some of them just didn't make it past 30.
For sure.
Or 35 or 40. So then like you start going to the high school reunions, but man, what happened to what's now? That nigga like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And to touch on that, bro, it's just so funny how you just said like we at this like stage in life and we got all these plans, but we act as if tomorrow's promised.
That's absolutely
like we don't know. Like one thing we all know, we all gonna have our day that we all perish.
Absolutely.
Like everybody. Like that's what we know, and we all know, or none of us know what day that is.
Right. I think somebody said one day it was like when man plans, God laughs.
Yeah. Now you say you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Yeah.
God, like, who said you for to live that long? Right. Like,
it was crazy. You said no man know the day or the hour. Yeah, we had all these people talking about the rapture is coming. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers selling their cars.
Look here. Before we get deep into the pod, right? I gotta ask you, brothers, how's your week been? How's everything going with your life? How's your mental health? How's everything?
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Like, fantastic. This is probably the best mental space I've been in, like, in a very long time. I'm what we in? October now?
Yeah.
I'm 9 months sober.
Oh boy.
I'm my girl, 7 months sober.
7
months.
Hey, man, give a hand clap for that, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Has she been having crazy dreams?
I think the first few months she was.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie, and mind you, I'm 9 months in, so I'm not gonna make no excuses. But I could see how somebody could get to like 3 and then go back. Them dreams get crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So,
like overly real. They feel like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I've been having dreams like that my whole life.
That like feel super real.
Oh, all the time.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, like that's pretty much how I dream.
Okay, for
No,
sure.
Not every single night, but bro, I've had so many dreams where I didn't realize I was dreaming until I woke up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would feel shit in my dreams.
Yeah.
I see people in my dreams all the time.
Yeah.
I see ancestors in my. So and I'm not like I mean, obviously I still drink. I still smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've gone through periods of time in my life where I didn't, where I was fasting for certain things. And the dreams don't stop. I've never heard. So I've heard people talk about being sober. But I've never heard people talk about their dreams changing because of it.
But you know what I will say? You said something very key. You've like fasted at like different times.
Right.
I started smoking weed at 16, and I ain't never stopped. Like you know, thank God I ain't never been like incarcerated or nothing. I ain't never been in a situation that caused me to not smoke. I wasn't even like, I'll keep it so real. Like I wasn't even going to places I couldn't just take my weed with me. Like I didn't even like. I'm not going to look. I think I never want to go to Dubai. You know, I never want to go nowhere where like we just
you can't take that. Yeah, you can't take that shit over there.
But like,
and you was a smoker too. You was like Wiz Khalifa type.
Hey, look, I'm glad you said it first because I was about to say, all y'all watching this, like I know y'all ain't smoked no weed to me. Like trust me,
bro.
Like believe me. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like please believe me.
I stayed in this man's condo for like about a year.
Smoking 2 packs of woods a day, like at least. Like,
yeah, and he was
to the head. Like
he was always in and out of town.
Two packs of woods, man.
Bro, listen.
And you was rolling in rapper blunts and shit.
For sure.
Like you trying to stuff a whole 3.5 in the motherfucker.
No, it's been many nights we be at my brother's house. Bruza be there.
I know how that nigga.
Oh, Pharris?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Mike.
hey man, he's another one.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
look,
I already know how that nigga smoke.
Pharris is the only person that I'm going to accept. Probably was smoking more to be. No cap.
It was days of we just hanging out. Yeah. We leave the club. We at his crib. We listen to music. We're smoking. It's me, him, Mike, Pun, Shonda. You know what I'm saying?
For
Chucky.
Sure. For sure.
It's just the crew. And we're just ruckus. We just smoking. And it'd be like 4 a.m. and I'd be like, I am high.
For sure.
Yeah, I remember being over there when nigga back in the day when nigga we used to go to your brother crib to play Madden and shit. Just be like, damn, another one?
Another one.
Like, how much higher can we possibly get?
But like even with him, like, you know, we had a discussion like he's in his stage of life where now he's swimming.
He in the gym.
I
was talking shit to him the other day. I was like, man, I see you in your geriatrics aerobics class. He was like, fuck you, fucking rat.
Yeah, like I'm proud of him because he stopped smoking cigarettes.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's no more smoking cigarettes. I see him
doing his boxing and stuff.
He be doing his boxing,
left hook getting tight. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, okay. He like, bro, I just want to live. Like, I just want to, you know, especially in his type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Up late. Up, you know what I'm saying? Out all the time, all day.
Eating what's open. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Because after
that was no pun intended either, Pharris. I wasn't trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying?
That was like a good bar.
Restaurants, nigga. Food. Eating food.
Restaurants.
Yeah, but this week has been crazy for me. I saw somebody get snatched up.
On some ice shit?
On some ice shit.
Oh.
What was that like?
It happened so fast. I was having a moment because I was getting my car worked on, And the dude just told me, that's cool, but you got some other shit you got to pay for. And I was like, oh, God. So I'm outside, like, looking at bank accounts and trying to see, like, what I got going on. And I'm like, fuck, all right. And all I hear is, ah! And I look up, and I just see dude with the vest. You know what I'm saying? He's struggling to threw him in.
That's crazy.
It happened so fast, and I was so shocked and stunned, I didn't even get a chance to record it. Like, I was just like, oh, shit.
I'd have told dude, like, bro, I need my car to go help save dude. Let me get my keys real fast.
It's crazy that, like, that's the world we living in now. Where motherfuckers are legit getting
every day
snatched off the streets, bro.
Crazy.
Every day.
By niggas wearing masks.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers.
Bro, they grabbed some lady in West Loop. She was picking up her kids. Picking up her kids from school. And they snatched her up out the car, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they not going after criminals, bro. They going after any fucking body. Like,
they just stop it. Like,
I wonder how are they deciding who to go after? Like,
based on how they look.
It's crazy.
Yeah, based on how they look. I know I've talked to people that have said they keeping their passports and shit on them. Yeah. They gotta keep their documents on them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just in case that I'm not going.
Just in case. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy, man. But that's the reality we live in.
I was at my mechanic. I came in. I'm like, bro, somebody just got snatched. Oh, they be out here. And he was like, you see that folder right there? I'm like, what's that? He like, all my employees' paperwork. Their picture, their passport, IDs, mail, everything. To let them know that they're
crazy. They still could snatch you. Like, that's my thing. Like, what would one actually do if he was like, yeah, I see that, but you're going with us? It's like, bro, like, what I'm really about to do? Like, who I'm going to tell?
And the thing is, you don't know where these motherfuckers are taking them.
Fact.
They had all this shit about alligator Alcatraz. Man. They deporting motherfuckers to countries they've never even been to. They have nobody. Like, it's really fucking wild what's going on, bro.
It's wild. But I shout out to the people that are like helping out.
Yeah,
people. Definitely. And it's some stories out there where they slash in the ice tires. Like, when they pick people up, they just slash in the tires. Now you can't even drive off.
Tow truck drivers are snatching ice trucks, ice vehicles.
Restaurants are refusing people.
Yeah,
if you work for ICE, you can't eat here. You can't use the washroom. None of that. Like, I and like the national news and been looking at like, damn, like Chicago, y'all really about that life. Like, y'all just going to a whole different route.
And shout out to the judges. We don't want to get too deep off into it, man. But shout out to the judges in Portland and in Illinois, Oregon and Illinois, that are basically saying like Trump is you're all of this stuff you're talking about. You're talking about like war torn Portland, Portland, my nigga, Portland. War, like, you know what I'm saying? War ravaged Chicago. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, but like all this stuff you're saying is not based in facts. Like, you're saying that this is happening, but there's no evidence to support this. So the judges are kind of shutting down him trying to send the National Guard in. Like, and obviously he's had kind of, him and his administration have had disregard for the Constitution and the law,
of course,
and rulers and whatever. So, I mean, obviously this is still ongoing. But, I mean, shout out to the people that are still trying to uphold democracy in the way it's supposed to be, the way things are supposed to go.
For sure. Yeah. Definitely shout out to
I want to give a shout out to Pritzker.
A motherfucking Fred Flintstone, nigga.
You saw that meme?
The governor of Illinois. This is J.B. Pritzker reporting from war-torn Chicago. As you can see, there's utter mayhem and chaos on the ground. It's quite disturbing. The Milwaukee Brewers have come in to attack our Chicago Cubs. We've seen people being forced to eat hot dogs with ketchup on them. And our deep dish pizza, has gone shallow. So it's a challenge to survive here in the city of Chicago, but there's no hellscape that I'd rather be in.
Shout out to Pritzker, man. You know what I'm saying? I fuck the dude.
Yeah, I feel like J.B. Pritzker and Gavin Newsom are like Trump's arch enemies right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to get it twisted. Like, I mean, we are not politically affiliated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a podcast, I myself, I don't really identify with like Democrat or Republican or anything like that. But I just feel like what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. There's one thing I will say before we can move on from this. But a lot of people that are supporting and touting what the Trump administration is doing as far as immigration, they love to also bring up the fact that under the Obama administration, more people were deported than any other administration, right? But we didn't even know that, right? Yeah. We didn't see it. Yeah. So, okay, so if you want to deport people, if you want to get rid of, if you want to enforce immigration, there's a way to do it without being cruel and heartless, right? So this is unnecessary. This doesn't have to happen the way it
was all about people. Those agents was going to those doors in suits, not using violence.
Right.
Yo, Emilio, let me holler at you for a second. Hey. Yeah. Well, what's your process? Yeah. Like, have you checked in? Have you? Yeah, are you in the process?
You got people that are going
paperwork in order.
Yeah, you got people that are going through the naturalization process, and they like. I mean, the lady that's been selling tamales on 47th Street for years, they just snatched her up while she was selling tamales and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the tamales was fire. She got kids and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and
fire.
Like, so
I was outside for 30 minutes looking for that lady.
I don't know if y'all know, but in Chicago, them street tamales hit different.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, the best Mexican food outside of Mexico, nigga, is in Chicago.
Man, even like today, the marathon was today, and Pilsen was empty. Like, usually it'd be people out there supporting the runners, passing out Gatorade.
They're like, not today.
Yeah, nah, because Ice gonna be out. They talking about motherfucker Ice gonna be at the Super Bowl because of Bad Bunny and shit.
I heard that too.
But and it's like people forget, nigga. Bad Bunny, he's from Puerto Rico. He's an American citizen.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was one lady when she was like, "How do you feel about them having a non-citizen immigrant perform during the Super Bowl?"
So who you talking about?
And the lady was like, he's Puerto Rican. She's like, exactly. And she's like, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. And the lady just shut up. Like, she was like, oh shit, I fucked up. Yeah. And you all see it in. How do you get this job?
Yo, it's crazy to see how, like, in just the level of intelligence that, or lack thereof, that people have these days. Yeah. But anyway, my week was good. I actually was able, last minute, Raphael Saadiq was here.
Yeah.
So, like, super duper last minute, I ended up going to that show.
That was amazing.
It was good. It was good. Okay. So it wasn't like a concert though. It was like a one-man show, right? Where he was like basically telling the story of his life. Now he performed songs, but it was more talking than, and it was a good experience.
Okay.
Right. I felt like there are some things that he could have done a little bit differently. Yeah. I mean, obviously, Raphael Saadiq got more talent in his motherfucking pinky finger than I do in my whole body. So this is, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Raphael Saadiq heavy. One of the greatest musicians of our generation, for sure. Mm-hmm.
He a co-writer too.
Oh, but that's super duper co-writer, and people forget how much shit he's written. And he talked about it during that shit, like we talk about arch nemesis shit. Like he said, he felt like his arch nemesis was Babyface. Like he was always trying to compete with Babyface. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
But he's it's just kind of like the storytelling. It went on. Some of it went on a little bit too long. Like we was in there for like 2.5 hours. Like niggas was starting to get up and leave. Like it was in the middle of the week. It's a school night. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
niggas ain't gonna work in the morning, bro. Like how much longer? You know what I'm saying? We gonna be talking about this shit. Yeah. But it was cool to see him because it was just him. There was nobody else. He had a piano, a bass, and like 3 different guitars.
And he was playing all that.
He was playing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So so it was a really cool thing to see. It was one of those things that like, if you went to it expecting an actual concert, you was gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
But it was dope. It was a dope experience.
Yeah, I missed out on the Chance joint the other day.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw like it was hella people on my story that went to it, and I saw like the concert, and then I think prior to that he like had the train.
Yeah.
Like they had like a collab with him and CTA, I think, and they like flipped the train, and they did the artwork of the album on the train.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, so he pretty much based off, I'm assuming, they did a collab and they totally like flipped the like outside of the train to his album, and then they had like a bunch of people on the train cars, and he was going like different cars showing love and all the whole thing.
Oh, that was dope. That's like dope. It was his new album is pretty dope. I listened to it.
I'm seeing it's getting a lot of reviews, a lot of love.
Yeah, it was. I was expecting. It wasn't what I was expecting, and then when I got into it, I was like, "Oh damn, this is actually pretty fucking good." Because I think like other artists, like when you take a break from music for a while, like a year or two, and then you go through a lot of shit, you have a lot more to talk about.
For sure.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he's went through a divorce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like Chance was everywhere for a while, and then you just like didn't see him for a minute. Sure. And I feel like that was necessary because he was going through a lot, right?
Yeah.
And I like the campaign too on this new album. It seemed real organic, real hand to hand. You know, him passing out the CDs, him having his dad involved, him having his family involved, him like having real like. I mean, just think when the last time we really seen street team promo for our album, you know, in like this digital era, like that really don't exist no more.
Yeah,
so
the clips rollout was kind of reminiscent to like old school album rollouts.
Yeah, because they was on every pop.
They was on. I mean, the promo, the things that they were doing, the artwork, the releasing, the teasing of the things, like it. But yeah, nah. So it's. But yeah, the Chance shit is. I haven't actually had a chance to listen to the album yet. I'm not a huge, you know, I'm not I fuck with Chance. Like, I'm not gonna say, I don't like that nigga whacking nothing.
You like Chance the person more than Chance the actual music.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate, so it's just certain people, like we talk about, like he's a big J. Cole fan. Mm-hmm. I recognize that J. Cole can rap his ass off. Mm-hmm. But you know I just don't really listen to J. Cole like that.
I wasn't a J. Cole fan either until I went to one of his shows.
Oh, word?
He finessed me. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, this is crazy. Like, this is his live show game is crazy.
So I have seen him. So I will say this, because remember he was at A.K.A.
Yeah.
So I saw him there, and that's why I kind of realized. I didn't even realize, I was real naive at the time because I didn't listen to J. Cole. I didn't realize J. Cole was as big as he was. Yeah. And I was just seeing like everybody going crazy, like, damn, y'all, all these niggas know these songs. You know, I ain't never heard none of this shit. You know, but yeah, so his live show is pretty fucking. Oh yeah, it's and he can, J. Cole, in terms of just rapping. Yeah, his pen game.
He's been real silent past months.
He has been pretty silent. Yeah,
and his beat game nice too. Like he can make good beats.
So I didn't even realize that. I didn't even realize. So I didn't find that out till years later that he was doing like a lot of the production and shit itself. Yeah, so that's
and that's scary.
Yeah,
and the music nowadays with like, you know, we have Kendrick just broke all types of records.
Yeah,
you have Drake fighting his way to be still relevant.
Hey, nah. It's funny.
And for J. Cole to just be,
I'm
just sit back and just watch and just wait. He might just drop a surprise album.
Yeah. It's funny because Saadiq was talking about Kendrick because, you know, he worked with Kendrick a lot and that Pimp a Butterfly and shit. And he was just talking about how, like, when he first met him, so his sister, so he comes from a family of musicians, right? You know, his brother that passed, he was in Tony with him. But he said he had a sister that used to sing gospel. She had one of the craziest voices you ever hear. Mm-hmm. And he was saying, like, his sister, when she was singing, her eyes would roll in the back of her head. And he hadn't seen that from anybody else until, like, he met Kendrick. Yeah. And he was in Kendrick was just rapping in the studio, started mumbling. Like, so this nigga eyes was rolled back in the head. He was just like, Kendrick is different. Like, I don't know what he was like, I don't know why that nigga Drake started with him. You know what I'm saying? Because that motherfucker is different.
Yeah, but speaking of the music, man, you had your career started off as an artist. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Very dope. He's still one of my top MCs. Like as I prepared for this interview, I went back and listened to everything you ever had out, and I was just like, damn, this shit was cold.
Yeah, nigga had bars.
I was like, all right, and then we worked together. The Okie girls, the Okie boy movement.
That was a time.
Originality kills everything.
It should have been the reality show, actually. If you know, I'm going to leave it right there.
Man, yeah. A lot of times it was like, wait, what? But that time, can you take us back to that time and that moment in life? Because obviously you're not in that moment in life now. Mm-hmm. You're in a better place now. And you're more fruitful of what has God blessed you with now? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But take us back to that time. Like, when did you step in? But like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do right now.
As far as like
rapping,
this rapping period. Well, man, in the beginning, like I said, I just wanted to be the dopest MC, you know. And I feel like because I was like playing a lot of like Jay-Z, Fabulous, Nas. Like, it's so crazy. Like, before I even started writing my own raps, I used to like rap other rappers' raps in his tape recorder, and I would just do it over and over and over. So I felt like I was developing how to sound like a rapper, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How old were you when you first started doing this?
When I started doing that, I was like 13.
Okay.
So it's crazy. You were just speaking about me with sports and tennis and stuff like that.
Right.
So,
mind you, he's a raw tennis player too. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm alright. But no. So at the end of my tennis career, I really started to fall in love with music. Now, mind you, I was like 15, 16, but like I was like starting to like play around with it at like 12 or 13. So I was just like had these tape recorders. And mind you, let me see. When I was 12, that was like 2000. You know what I'm saying? So this is like, was Blueprint out yet? Blueprint was 01?
I want to say Blueprint was. Hold on, that's to
It
the
dropped
cloud.
on 9/11. That's all I know.
It
That's
did.
all I remember. It did come out around 99, 2000 because I was working at the Lark. Because I remember buying. I was working at Lady Lark.
It wasn't in before 2000.
So how about this? When did Ghetto Fabulous
Oh, what?
drop?
September 11, 2001. 2001.
Okay, so it may have been either then or right before, because I remember like rapping Ghetto Fabulous first album in the tape recorder a lot. Like Fabulous was like still is one of my favorite lyricists ever.
Yeah, Punchline King.
King.
He's
like,
been quiet too.
Facts.
Yeah. He just him. I just saw this the other day. Him, Jim Jones.
Yeah, and Mano. And
Mano
David.
and
pod.
Dave
Yeah, I saw
East,
that.
they got a pod
I
together.
saw that.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Well, I guess Joe Budden got one, but I'm like a 4-man pod is kind of different.
Joe Budden got like 9 niggas.
No, fact. No, look, that's why I said Joe. Yeah, Joe. You know, but So I started off like rapping in tape recorders and like getting my cadence in order and just knowing and then playing it back and hearing myself say these bars, even though they weren't mine yet. It was just giving me confidence, like to keep going. Like, damn, like I kind of sound like I could do this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna front. It took me probably like a good year to like start writing my own raps. But by that time, I knew how my raps needed to sound, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm
Because you had all the years of practice.
Bro, listen, I probably got the whole Nas Stillmatic, because I know that was like 01-ish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
Because
So
it was after the Blueprint.
so I remember like rapping like the whole Stillmatic in the tape recorder over and over, then playing it, hearing myself rap this like, I'm kind of nice rapping Nas's raps, you know what I'm saying? So after that, that's when I was like, hey man, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just like take a real swing at this thing. So when I started like coming up with my own bars, I felt like subconsciously my standard of what a good bar was already so high. So even though I was just starting, it wasn't like I was starting off weak. Because if it was weak, I wasn't gonna say it. Right. And that's something else too, to like, and not to like skip around, but like I feel like that's art. Like that's a thing that artists should like work on more, is like being willing to rewrite the rap. Because I mean, think about it, bro. I'm not gonna front, like it does take effort to write a rap, especially if you're like. Well, nowadays it's more artists who just go in the booth, they freestyle it, they kind of like get in the cadence and kind of do certain things,
Punch
like
in and punch
punch
out.
in and punch out. But at that time, it wasn't like that.
Nah.
At that time, it was like studio time cost too much. It was less studios, so it was like I have to have this rap together before I go to the studio.
Yeah.
Like Warbucks wasn't wasting his money on me going to the studio.
Right.
To
Shout out to
freestyle
Warbucks.
definitely shout out to Warbucks. But like that wasn't happening. So I feel like once I got a year and a half in, and being able to like know how the rap's supposed to sound, once I started making my own, it was like I kind of started nice. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I was just like, okay, now how do I tailor these raps to fit my story? Like, okay, how like Nas is like, you know, 40 side of Vernon and 41st side, and Jay is like Marcy and Brooklyn, right? And Fab is like Breedport. I'm like, how do I do this for South Shore? How do I do this for 71st Street? You know what I'm saying? East Side. So I started to like blend in different parts of my actual life into my raps, which started like, okay, well, damn, okay, so I'm this artist from 71st, and okay, so how do I build upon this? So the more I was just doing that, it just became like a fun hobby that I did every day. Like, and I say this too, back to like the Be Do Have, I was just being like, that was probably like even before like the Okie boy, the Okie girl wave, the most fun time was like just starting, just like this new thing that I'm good at. That it was funny. I didn't let nobody hear my raps for a long time neither. So I was just like, man, I'm cold, low key. They don't even know I'm super nice at this. They have no idea. So now it was like a year or two of that. So let's see. Now I'm probably like 14, 15, and then I met Bucks at 15. And it's funny because when I met him, I lied and told him I was 16. And I was like, he not gonna fuck with no 15-year-old nigga. This nigga already like 30 something, man. Woo, woo. And it's crazy because when he and I met, that was like a big part too, because I felt like I had gained the confidence of an adult.
Yeah.
To actually like you know, help mold me and like cultivate me into like this next level artist. Cause think at that time I was nice enough to get one's attention. But he was like, all right, cool. So now if we working, okay, this is whack, this is whack, this is whack, this is whack, and this is whack. So you got to work on this, and this. Right. Like, I don't believe this, I don't believe that. You like, that kind of sound like Jay-Z said it before. I'm like, maybe he did because I just listened to all this Jay-Z and rapped it in the tape record. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of like, it was literally like on some like Mr. Miyagi type. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like some Mike Tyson and Customato type, you know?
Yeah.
Because and it's so crazy. The first studio we actually went to was in Hyde Park. Shout out my homie Larry, Shakiran. He had a studio like right where like Boston Market is, like right on that side street. And then think that was and then he was crazy for that time. He had like the equivalent to like, I would say like maybe like a notch under, but like kind of like a Studio 11, right? But think at that time though. Yeah. And then for me, I'm like, I'm in a real studio. This is like, I like this shit's
big ass board here.
Bro, huge board. Like, booth was the nice size, you know what I'm saying? Mic was up to date. So all these things, they was just fueling my confidence, you know? So the more I was doing that, I was getting nice fast, bro. And I will say this, I wasn't really focused on nothing else. Yeah. Like, random fact, I'm like a year and a half ahead in school too. So I graduated 8th grade at 12, graduated high school at 16. So once I already knew like, okay, I'm gonna graduate, I'm not tripping, I wasn't focused on school no more. I was like, I'm rapping, I'm writing raps in school, I'm talking to Bucks on the phone in school, like low key, like, yeah, man, so I just got this new shit, they go like this, like, and so all of those things like was just giving me the confidence just to keep on going. And then shortly after that, I met John Monop, who was a childhood friend of Bucks, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I got ushered into that whole, like, hustle period, good mute. Like, that was my first taste of, like, music industry. Because I'm like, man, like, who is this John Monopoly guy? And why does he talk like this? And he's like, yeah, you know, Kanye West. You know, I'm just like, okay, like, you know. That whole way. And then also, Dave Jeff is also a childhood friend of Bucks, too. Yeah. And it's funny because I used to see Dave get his haircut at my barbershop. At the barbershop I went to. On 53rd, it was called Blues.
Yeah, Blues.
Jazz, right?
Yep. Right? Rico in there. Shout out to Rico.
That's who was cutting his hair. So at that time, I thought Dave was like a mega star. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about this. We talking about like 2002, 3. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think when like people didn't have a lot of tattoos and stuff. So I was like, who is it? Look, I'll never forget. Dave had the Time Port 2-way. This was like right after Holla Back Youngin came out. Like, do. I'm like, yo, hold on. I'm like, yo, he lit,
like,
you know
we've had Dave on here twice.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And are you good?
No, I can't. Okay, now I'm good.
Okay. And he was the first person that had a sneaker boutique in Chicago.
Yeah, Harper Court.
Harper's Court. Sure. Because I was watching. Shout out to Zoe and Ghetto Runways podcast. They had Vic and Corey from Leaders on there, and they talked about the history. And they was like, yo, like, Dave he had the first sneaker boutique, like, in Hyde Park. And then we came along with their brand and everything else. But, yeah, Dave has been around.
No, for sure.
Yeah. I remember because you used to have the fly block parties.
Oh, for sure. And I actually rapped that one of them. It's actually a post on my Facebook of, like, the first time I, like, really like freestyled in front of a crowd, and it was at a fly block party. And I'll tell you what's so funny about that fly block party. If I'm not mistaken, if it wasn't that year, it was the year before. But Kanye came, and he jumped out of the van and came and rapped. And I remember, I don't know if it was the Kanye year or the year that I rapped in front of the people, but either way, I remember this is the first time I've ever seen anything like this. G.L.C was performing and got on that with a nigga in the crowd. And then went back to performing. I've never seen nothing so professional in my life. Like, real talk. Like was mid-verse, went in the crowd, and then came back and look, did not miss a beat. Like, was right on point. Like,
that sound like
overdub track or nothing. It was like,
yeah.
yo, he's actually. I was like, yo, this hip hop gets deep. Like, okay, cool. Like,
hey, like he was on here too. He told us, Isaac Hayes restaurant situation. And, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Chicago history. You know what I mean?
That's what G.L.C was Gangsta L Crisis.
Right.
Yeah. It's crazy because it's always like the small circle. Like everybody we've had on this show can be attached to each other through somebody.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
definitely like a family tree.
Yeah.
It's a huge family tree.
And it gets deeper than people could even realize. Like, I'm gonna just tiptoe on this and get like right back out of this. Like, nah, like G.L.C, the first time I ever met G.L.C, G.L.C's nephew, Ravon, is a childhood friend of mine. Like, he went to Beasley with me, went to so I didn't go to Simeon, but he did. But fast forward, we wound up going to TSU together. And this is a crazy story. So I had a car as a freshman. Most freshmen didn't have cars, right? Now, me and Ravon didn't like kick it hella, but like this was still my man's. Think, mind you, we in a new city or whatever. So this my man's.
You both on the crib.
We both on the crib. And then think I've been knowing the man since like 96. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, bro, look, my uncle rap with Kanye West. I'm like, nigga, stop lying. I don't rap with no Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, for real. And they got this show at MTSU. And if Ravon see this, or if GLC see this, they gonna know. So he like, nah, bro. It's this show at MTSU, which is Middle Tennessee State. So it's like an hour away. It's like, it's like not a sister school to TSU, but it's like in the vicinity, but not like down the street, right? So we go to and look, this is during Touch the Sky tour. This is when, so Kanye's the headliner and he has Fantasia and Keisha Cole opening up for him. So Von like, yeah, bro, let's slide out here and go woo woo. And then Von, he's so cold. He like, yeah, bro, I know you doing your rap thing, bro. You mess around, could rap for them or something like that. I'm like, I didn't think of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, off to the concert. Okay,
let's
cool.
go.
So we go and we get there, and I will never forget this. He called the GL not answer. He called and he ain't answering. I'm like, I knew this nigga was capped, man. I knew this wasn't. 2 seconds later, he called back, yo, nephew, what up, church, man? I was doing sound check, drive around the back. I'm like, all right, cool. So we drive around. This is the first time I ever saw tour buses that like were big enough to hold like stages. You know what I'm saying? They had like, let's say 4 buses. 2 of the buses was just the stage.
Yeah.
One bus was like all the instruments and for like all like the band and stuff. And then it was their bus. So we go around this back way, you know what I'm saying? They like, all right, cool, y'all good. Gio told me y'all come in. So we go in, I park the car, we get in there. And the first thing that went and threw me off was I remember GL gave Von like $300-400. I remember I was blue because I'm like, man, we broke college kids. I'm like, man, he gave this. So, but I'm still like starstruck. Like this really this man uncle. Now, mind you, at this time, like this is like this is like at the beginning of Facebook. Like YouTube is a year old, like 1 year old, right? So at this time, I was like, this the dude from Spaceship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then think he got that distinctive vocal tone. So you know like, oh, this is him, right?
Yeah. And
then it's back when Jesus Pieces was like Richard Millie's. You know what I'm saying? It was just different. It was like, yo, he got the Jesus Piece back. Yeah. So I remember going backstage and we watched Fantasia part, we watched the Keisha Cole part, and then Kanye does his thing. Bless you. And then Kanye do his thing, and I'm just like, I mean, mind you, this is like heard him say, "Touch the sky," you know, diamonds. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, this is when Ye is like,
he's up there.
And he's ascending. So this is like a new artist who from the crib. Right. My homie, his nephew. Oh, it's lit. You know what I'm saying?
You having a good ass time.
Hey, look, a great time. Yeah. So afterwards, we go back in the backstage area, right? And I never forget this. I felt like I was watching like Picasso paint, because I go in the back and the little room that like they was all in. Ye got his MPC plugged up, and he making beats. I forgot what sample he was chopping, but it was so cold. I'm like, yo, this nigga is really nice like
He's
that.
different.
And now, mind you, at this time, like, I hadn't even like been around him in this type of a space yet. So I'm just like, yo, this is like a crazy moment. Now, mind you, Fantasia in the back, hey, what's up? Da, 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 right? Yeah. So I look to the left and I see Don C for the first time. Then I see John Monop. Now, it was crazy. Random fact of this story. I'm like, who is this little nigga with these 3 Rockefeller chains on? He had a gold one, a white one, and a rose one, right? Now, in my mind, I just made this nigga No ID, right? I don't, because look, I'm like, this got to be No ID or somebody. Because who is this nigga? It was Ivan Jasper. Right? And I'm talking about he was so fresh,
and
bro.
I don't even think. Okay, so go back to that. Like, I've met Ivan a few times through Tony Sports.
Okay.
I still don't know what the fuck the nigga do. I know he's a skateboarder, and that was it.
So actually, Ivan at that time he was the barber. Ivan is a legendary,
right?
Like Ivan is cold on the barber shit, like super cold.
I do remember that.
Then when I met him, I thought he was like No ID first, right? Then I found out that he was the barber. Then I found out like, no, this nigga is like culturally lit in the skateboarding world. Then I found out he was one of Bump J first engineers. I had no idea. So I'm like, okay, so he one of them niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But so we get back there and enough, bro. Consequence back there, GL is back there, John Monop is back there. So it's so crazy because I was gonna tell John like, yo, my homie Bucks know you and da-da-da-da, but I was like, maybe this ain't the time. Fast forward 10 minutes, a freestyle cypher breakout. And I'll never forget it.
Your man's looked at you like,
bro, hey look. Vaughn looked at me like, hey bro, go ahead and do your thing, bro. Woo, woo. And I will never forget, I jumped in and went crazy. Like I probably had I think at this time I was writing like 6-7 raps a day. You know what I'm saying? I had good like smack DVD raps on reserve in case a moment like this ever happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, and it's so funny because I remember it was something like, why I stay fresh like when the green mint, because when it get dark like limousine tint, or like something like that. Now, mind you, these bars at that time was like, hold on, you rhyming like fours and four. So Consequence was rapping, G.L.C rapped, and then I went and they kind of like went crazy, like, damn, shorty nice. Why Kanye get off the NPC, come over there and rap and just went ape shit crazy? Like I'll never forget this. Like he literally just hopped up like I'm
not finna let this little nigga steal my shit.
At all. Got in the cypher and just went nuts, bro. Like super nuts. And I was like, yo, this nigga really like that. You know what I'm saying? And then afterwards, see, it was funny. I thought I was finna get signed that night. You know what I'm saying? He was like, no cap. Cause I remember, it was like, hey, bro, Cam will really like you, bro. Like, I might send you to Cam, bro. Ooh. And now, in my mind, I'm like, no, nigga, I want to be signed to good music. What are you talking about? Like,
for the crib, nigga.
For the crib, nigga, duh, right? But nah, so then after that, they wound up going to the next city. But Ivan was like, hey, bro, let me get your information, dog. I'm like, man, I'm finna get no ID number. It's lit. You know what I'm saying? So, mind you, this
nigga still think it's no ID.
Hey, look, so he like, nah, man. He like, nah, man. My name Ivan. I was like, nah. I'm like, this is not no ID. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm thinking this is no ID.
And you can't play it off like, oh no, I'm good, bro.
I'm good, man. Right? I'm like, all right, man. Here, cool. So it's crazy. That might have been like a Wednesday. I talked to my mom, but the next day I said, yeah, I'm finna drop out of school. Like, I'm not doing this no more. I know what I want to do now. Like, this is what I'm on. But it's so crazy how fast forward I wound up working with all those same people later in life. But the first actual interaction I had with that camp was like then, and it all came from my homie asking me to drive them to this concert. It was just, it's crazy.
As we talked earlier, you was doing
being.
I was
being. I felt like I was really the nicest artist in the world. Like rap wise, I'm like, ain't nobody nicer than me.
Right.
So I was doing what somebody who thinks that would do.
Right.
And that's what came from it. You know what I'm saying? So nah, like that was when I was like, hey, you know what? I'm about to come home and like really take this serious. And then after that, I came home, went to I was going to accidentally lie and say Northern because that's what people that went to Kish say. But I wanted to go to Kish. You know what I'm saying? Did like a half a year there. Then after that, I was like, man, let me stop playing with school. I'm not finna do this. Let me just rap. Then shortly after that, I met Tony Baines. And that's when Buck started buying me hella Tony Baines beats. Like, and then that's what those two, I'm not going to even cap. Like, it costs money to do this, bro. Like, you really need, like, some backing, some help, you know what I mean? Like, so it like that was definitely a key role in like my like being able to eventually get to the level where Kanye would even want to like take my raps. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was a lot of groundwork, a lot of practice, a lot of like shots up in the gym, a lot of days where I'm like, how is this actually getting us closer to the goal?
Now,
like, so yeah.
Later in life, when you finally, we're gonna keep it there because I know Rell got something for you.
Mm-hmm.
But later, did you even tell Kanye, like, bro, do you remember me? You tell that story, like when you first got a chance to like be in that room to work with him?
You know, it's so crazy. I knew he wouldn't remember, but I'm so me. I still told him, and he was like, "Oh, damn, that's crazy." So let's go and like knock this on.
Right.
Like, let's get back to work. Like, yeah. All right, cool. Let's go.
You know, he like John be more so tripping. Like, I do remember that show. Like nah, John. Me and John talked most about that night, probably more than anybody else, because like I said, like it was just another tour stop
for them.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like this was, I would think this is Nashville. This ain't the Miami show.
Right.
This ain't the Houston, the LA, the Vegas. This was Nashville.
Yeah, those
you know what I'm saying?
Those stories got to be like crazy because it's just you're starting off in that era, going those small cities, schools, homecomings.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think about that facts, bro. He was performing out of college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then think not at like Memphis University or like Tennessee University. He was at like MTSU. Like this stadium was big, but it wasn't like United Center. It wasn't like Wembley. You know what I'm saying? It was like
6,000.
Facts. But me seeing it up that close, I was like, this is what I want to do. Like I'm a firm believer in you gotta like really like be able to see it to be it. And that was me seeing it up close. And then afterwards, it's like this nigga ain't cooling or talking. He's making beats. So I was like, he got paid to do this. He already on top of the world. And he literally is back to work right after that. And even from then all the way up to when he and I worked later, I know I'm skipping around, but he's the hardest working artist I've ever personally seen like in front of me. Cause you gotta think like, even on like the Donda joint, like he rented out a movie studio. And it was actually, I think, the same studio that they did like Black Panther in, right? So picture it being like a warehouse, right?
Right.
But like a huge warehouse, right? So
someplace they could build sound stages.
Yes.
Right.
But like a really big one. So he has cars in here. Yeah. He has studio in here. He has the whole Yeezy line just on the floor, just like he has and at this time he was doing his campaign. He was running for president.
Yeah.
So think he has a whole
niggas
so bro had a whole section for that in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's so that was going on. He had what else was going on? Oh, he had like 1,000-foot TV screen. Like not like 100-inch. It was like bro, so this how crazy it was. I remember it was the Celtics playing, I think. Who was the Celtics playing in the playoffs? It was like the Celtics and maybe I don't think the Knicks was good at the Celtics and like the Pistons maybe. I'm not sure. All I remember is we watching the game and 2 Chainz in there. And he walks up to the screen like, pass me the ball, nigga, pass me the ball. And it looked like he was on the court. That's how big the screen was. Like the players were life size. That's how big it was. So look, so like mind you, this is like his work environment. This is like the like office for the day. You know what I'm saying? Then in the other corner, it's like a whole bunch of, I was finna say Asian ladies sewing. I was gonna sound hella sweatshopish. I ain't even gonna say that. But it was a bunch of like
workers,
right? Sewing and like doing the stitching for all the clothes and stuff. So look, this is in one huge warehouse room where everyone can see everyone. I'm cutting raps and I'm looking. She's sewing, she's modeling. He on the couch over here with Dan Cathy, the CEO of Chick-fil-A, talking about how he finna give him $4 million to do this thing on Sunday Serve, bro. Literally, I got clips, bro. I gotta show you where like he had a Sunday service down there, and they walked on water. They rented a lake, and they built a fiberglass bridge under the entire lake. And when they did it, the choir walked on the water, and Joe Osteen came and did the sermon.
That's crazy.
Like crazy, bro. Like,
you know what else was crazy about that story? Jay Street.
Okay.
Back in the day.
What's up with Jay Street?
He organized the Sunday service.
Interesting.
Like he was like I was a small part of like producing it, like how it should look.
Yeah.
How it should be, presented.
When you said Jay Street, it took me back to like, what was that club? Jet Vodka Lounge.
Wow.
You just took me back, like that was like MySpace days. Like it was.
Yeah, that was early 2000s, bro.
Not the same story.
Jet.
My bad.
We've mentioned every nightclub except for Jet.
I feel like Jet wasn't around that long.
It wasn't.
Bro.
It wasn't. It was a quick little time.
Yeah.
If you was in the mix, you was in
right.
it. It was like during like it was when Boutique was still Hollywood.
Right.
Before it kind of switched to kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, before it got hood.
But like, man, what?
Yeah, but Jet was like, oh, dang, it really like a plane in this motherfucker. It's crazy.
For sure.
So let's bridge in the gap though, right? Mm-hmm. So you talk about from being to doing.
Yeah.
Right? So you got that show in Middle Tennessee State when you back there, you freestyle for Kanye.
Yeah.
And you end up actually working with Kanye later. You worked on Jesus is King. You worked on Donda.
Yeah.
So in between there, it's got to be a whole lot of shit that happened in between that, right? So how do we get from freestyling with Kanye and backstage?
Grab me another bit for this one.
Freestyling with Kanye backstage at Middle Tennessee State, right? To you working with him on Jesus is King.
Okay, so to keep, because let's just do just simple math. So I was 17 when the freestyle part happened, and I was 31, 32 when we started to reconnect and everything. Okay. So this is damn like a 16, 17, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So you asked me to remember when you freestyled with me 15 years ago?
Exactly. He's like, bro, that was like 2-3 billion ago. Like,
right, exactly. I didn't lost $3 billion and got it back.
Man, for real.
Married Kim Kardashian, had 8 kids. No, I'm sorry.
So in between there was like my rap career, like being like a solo artist. You know what I'm saying? So that was the whole like doing songs, putting out mixtapes, shooting videos, and mind you, like it's so crazy because like we all kind of like in the same age range. So I was telling my homies like, man, bro, I was rapping when like rappers didn't have like videos. Like you got to think like YouTube came out in 2004. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like videos used to be a thing. Like wait, he got a video?
Yo, you got a video because you gotta have a whole budget.
Exactly.
For video. Yeah, it wasn't just your niggas outside with a camera.
Exactly. You know?
So what was the one of the guys that did your videos? What was his name?
10 Photos, Travis Long.
10 photos. Yep. Yeah. Damn, I forgot about 10.
Yeah, 10. Travis. I had a couple. I'm trying to think who you would be talking
High
about.
Def? Nah. He did Louis. He did a couple of Louis joints. But I think it was probably like the similarity of like some of the shots.
Yeah.
Like the graphics. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Because at that time, like, because I remember when you dropped Different World.
That was later. That was my homie Roger.
Okay.
That was Shooters Club LA. He crazy with it, low key. He's super nice. That's when my videos kind of went to the next level. I ain't gonna lie, like.
Yeah.
But no. So I was on my solo artist tip, and putting out mixtapes, Backpack Trap, the Okie, all that, and yeah, bro. It was just like lots of people say like I was like ahead of my time from the standpoint of like I was rapping before that whole wave of just. They were signing all the Chicago work. You know what I'm saying? I was like before that, And like I said, like I feel as though too, I wasn't the best at like I didn't have a crew neither. Most rappers who like like had crews. Like
Yeah.
even if it wasn't like a street crew, it was like, you know, Chance and Save Money, Louie and Mubu, you know, Chief Keef and the Glow Gang and all that. So it was really just like me and Bucks. So we had some different like deal offers and stuff like that, but I was notorious for turning down a record deal. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I kind of was tripping. Like I was talking to my girl about that. I was like, man, if I could do it over, I might have took one of them fucked up deals. So, just go ahead.
Why were you turning them down?
Because I felt like my art was worth more, but the key word in that is felt like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was hearing what other people I knew was getting. So it's almost like, hey, man, I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But looking back, it's like that focused on the be versus the have.
Right.
It's like, do you want to be in the NBA of rapping? Because think, contracts get like renegotiated.
Facts.
Young Thug first did was terrible.
Right.
And he eventually grew to become a superstar and redid his deal and he was good. So saying that to say, like I said, like I kind of just started focusing on the have and not the be. Like I said, like was doing shows. I was doing shit at Adriana's when like Rick Ross came through. Like it was a cool wave. But I realized like if we didn't really have the budget to really like take it all the way, I was gonna have to like put in some more groundwork. Yeah. And that's where like I hold myself accountable. Like, nah, I was too like I was damn near in my own way from the standpoint of like I could have leveraged my plugs a little better, my, you know what I'm saying, different people I knew. I like could have like did more networking because I ain't gonna front. I'm really like a to myself type of person. Yeah. I'm like a introverted extrovert. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm extroverted with like who I know. But
you definitely is.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Because like straight up, like it would be times when even that short time I stayed over there, I was like, man, we finna go out. You be like, I'm chilling.
Nah, for sure. I'm super not to go out dude, at all.
He like, I'm chilling unless it's a reason to go out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, with the guys, it's just, you know, when it was that time with like me, you, Mike, you know, Pharris, and we'd just be outside. Yeah. Just hanging out, going to Adriana's. He opened up for Eclipse.
For sure.
Bucks put that, you know, it does take a lot of money.
No, it definitely
Because I remember Bucks like, bro, this shit takes, this ain't.
Especially at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Like think, this is like pre-Chief Keef, like getting like.
Yeah, because Sosa changed different. Everything.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Videos got cheaper.
Yeah, because I mean, this nigga was literally in this motherfucking in grandmother kitchen and
literally,
shit.
Bro.
You know
Literally.
With no shirt.
Right.
And you got to think too, it's like that, like, this is like something I just came to now. Talent is one thing. Entertainment is another.
Completely different.
And we're not in the talent game.
Yeah.
We're in the entertainment business.
Yes.
So maybe I wasn't as entertained. Like maybe I wasn't as just like as like intrinsically entertaining off just the look as like a Keith. Like think about it. These niggas got dread. Like like man, what's gonna happen next? Like this is entertaining.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But talent wise, I was there. But not having the budget. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, like it's no excuses, but if you're lacking in one area that you like, you have to make up for it in like some other area.
Right.
And I wasn't like, I never forget this. A.K.A Happy right now. Shout out Happy. Hey, Bruza, go to the high schools and pass out your CD to every single person at every high school. I just wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Because the trick was, not to cut you off.
No.
The trick was back then was like, if you target the high schoolers,
yeah,
they're the ones that's going to, because they in this new era.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying? They in it. Like even now, like some shorty compared NBA YoungBoy to Tupac, and somebody was like, well, he's not Tupac, but he does have that momentum, that influence with the shorties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because dude he was crying because he canceled the Chicago show. Yeah. Which, nigga, you should, because you would not made it out of Chicago.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that was a good move that you did do that, because, nigga,
it would have got crazy.
It definitely. Niggas would have been, I mean, I don't give a fuck.
Innocent people could have gotten hurt.
Absolutely.
Probably would have gotten hurt.
Probably would have. Yeah. And motherfuckers knew that. That's why they canceled.
Yeah.
So it was the responsible thing to do.
Yeah, it was a very responsible thing to do. But But see, that's the thing. That's one thing I noticed about like with a lot of artists that we've interviewed and talked to. You know what I'm saying? It's humbling, but also at the same time, God had a better plan for you.
No, for sure.
Period. You just couldn't see it at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I say this, sometimes I wonder, what if I would have got on as a solo artist? Who knows how that would have been? Cause look, I'll say this too. Like I told y'all, like rap wasn't hard for me. Right. And I felt like I didn't have no examples in life where I like, for lack of a better word, like mess something up to be like, well, look, I don't want to go back to this, so let me do that. Like I didn't have that in my life. Like my childhood, it was lit. Bucks literally like ushered me into like the over east hierarchy. Like I had a Bump J feature in high school. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, and then think I'm able to go to, like, I'm literally in sessions with Bump at like 16 and 17 with like all the original goons. Like on some like, how are you even able to be in this room and walk out of here in one piece? And it was like, bro, like I just rapped and he liked my raps. He was like, nah, shorty, you nice. That I like that BMW that he would like rap about the back seats moved like the ones in the front. I've been in that car. Like I literally remember when
the 745.
Bro, it was a 760.
He
had a 45 too, but like the 60 was the one. Like
that was a spaceship.
Back when he was doing that BON, what up? Yeah. Like that whole era, like bro, like I was around for all of that, bro. So and that was crazy too. Like Bump, he was another big like inspiration because we had never seen nobody like have Leroy Cohen come to South Shore to sign them. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I was so
like,
scared.
That was different. Like
I was so scared going over there, like to drop off the mixtapes. Like with Pharris, with Pharris first.
Yeah,
like, take this box over East.
Yeah, a box over East. No,
nigga, what?
Yeah, for sure.
No, just go over there. You good?
They in them early 2000s, man. That East Side shit over there.
Hey, guess what else too? Quick little Bump story. That was the first time I saw a rapper ever record themselves. That's what I think. Because in my mind, I'm hearing the stories. I'm knowing what's going on. I'm from over East. You know what I'm saying? And so we do the session, and I'm like, where the engineer at? Bump was recording himself. And that's when I was like, this nigga kind of smart. Like, how you know? Because I don't know how to record myself. Look, I done skipped 2 grades. And I don't know how to, like, hold on, like this. So, no, I remember he was recording himself. And then it's funny because I actually watched, so after that, because we actually had 2 songs, then I bumped into him at Extreme Crib. Because Extreme and, like, Phil, they was a part of his deal, you know? Yeah. So he was doing, like, a lot of songs at Extreme Crib. And I remember sidebar. First time I ever seen Backwoods was then too. Like I was like, what the hell are these? Like we supposed to switch the sweets. Right. But so we had Extreme Crib and it was me, Extreme, and it was Bump and his homie. I can't remember who the homie was, but I remember Bump was like in the booth. So like he couldn't press the record button and be in the booth at the same time. And I remember Bump snapping on his homie like, nigga, just press the R button, bro. It's super simple. All you gotta do is hit the button. I was in there like, man, bro, I don't think you want to make this nigga mad at you. Like,
bro, like, Bump was like a silent giant. Like, he was so like calm and cool and respectful.
For sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when the first few times I met him, he was super chill. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then like I've seen him turn up.
Not for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I was there at the Bentley store. You know what I'm saying? Wow. You know what I'm saying? So
I was so that was the one and only time I met Bump. Because remember, I was working.
He was working. He was doing the sound.
So I did the sound for this at the Bentley store, and I remember. So we there setting up, and the nigga that owned the Bentley store, this is one of the niggas like he had a cane, but he ain't had no limp. I was like, this nigga got money. You know what I'm saying? This nigga just got a cane. Just got a cane. You know what I'm saying? Italian motherfucker, long hair. You know what I'm saying? Fresh as fuck. He wouldn't let us bring our shit in there. Cause it's just like, I guess I don't know what the deal was. You know what I'm saying? But niggas had to come down there, have a conversation with Buddy, but then began the process of moving the car because they had done shit. Yeah. Then they had to move the cars off the floor. Yeah. And it's a very, very small door that they got to move them cars out. So I'm talking about the niggas that was driving them.
Being so careful trying to
talking
get
about, man, talking 2 miles an hour so everybody see you type shit. Like, and the nigga, I'll never forget this nigga just standing there with that cane, looking at him like, man, you better not. You put one scratch in that motherfucker, I'm gonna kill your whole family. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he really knew or like was prepared for that night.
For what was gonna happen that night. They was not. They obviously was not prepared.
Because that night was like. That night, they still had some of the Ferraris out.
Some of that shit was out there. You know, and they got it upstairs. They sold the watches and the jewelry and all that shit was up there. Yeah.
So that whole
that's a legendary night in Chicago. That's one of those nights that like you had to be there.
Yeah. Hey, I remember during that time. At that time, Bump was like the only rapper to get like $1 million deal out the gate.
Oh,
and then if I remember correctly, I think it was like $1 million record deal. $1 million publishing deal. It was.
And then remember the nigga had the McDonald's. I was just about to say he had the McDonald's commercial. You know, I mean, Bump was about to be that nigga.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all heard of Jason in Beverly Hills jeweler?
Nah.
So he's like a popular jeweler. He now he does like the championship rings every year for like whatever team wins, and he be like going crazy. The first person, I ain't gonna say put him on, but like Bump was buying Jason jewelry like when he first got on, like that, like BJ chain, with the Sears Tower with the crown. That's Jason work.
That shit was cold.
That like Dunamis watch with the floating diamonds he rap about. Yeah. That was like how Jacob has like the 4 World watch.
Yeah,
that was the Jason Beverly Hills watch. It was that Dunamis joint. And like the first edition, it was like 2 of them. It was one for him and one for Michael Jackson. I'm like,
that's crazy.
Like, nah, it was crazy. Like that time, I remember a lot of different fun facts. Like, nah.
But Bump, he went on a legendary run, nigga. Bump was getting to it. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Early on.
100%.
So we get past that, and then you took a hiatus. You started working with Kanye and Donda.
Yes.
Before we go there, I remember watching a video of you talking to Snoop.
I was just about to Tim.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask about that.
All right, so that was when I moved to LA for like a year and a half. So I was sleeping on my boy couch. So one of my good friends, Pierre, he got like a real good corporate job out there in LA. But this my like rich frugal homie. Like you will never know how much money this man got. He gonna be so mad about this, but I don't even care because he up. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, at the time he was staying in like a 1-bedroom joint in Koreatown, and mind you, the crib like I don't know 700 something square feet, and this man has the nerve to have a German Shepherd. Like I don't know why he has this dog and
big ass dog
and black leather furniture. So it's just German Shepherd hair everywhere, bro. So long story short though, I went out there, crashed on my man's couch, and I was pretty much just getting to it. So the first producers I was working with was the interns out there.
Right.
I was working with Cosign and 2, really more so Cosign. It's so crazy because like 2 my brother now, but at that time I wasn't really working closely with him. Like Coast actually wanted me to like write his raps and shit. Like that was also the first time that I was like, I could really write raps for other people. Because at that time he was fresh off of the Anaconda Grammy nomination.
Okay.
And you know they also did like Ass and Cake. You know what I'm saying? So I actually went. So the first time I went out there before I moved was Matt Mateo, my homie, called me out there like, "Hey, bro, I think Coast might want you to write some raps for him. Slide out here." So I go out there. We go to all the Grammy parties. It was lit. Look, again, I had to see it, right? I remember because they was nominated. You get like all this different stuff from like the Academy, like Grammy hats and like this little booklet and like all these different little things when you nominated, like this like medal and all type of stuff. So I'm like, damn, this shit kind of lit. Right. Actually, I think I still might have Coast Grammy hat to this day. But anyway, I go out there. They wound up losing to Kendrick Lamar. That was the year that Kendrick like won everything. You know what I'm saying?
That was Good Kid, Mad City.
Yes, because I think, or maybe it was the second one. Because I remember like he lost the first year, so they kind of had to make up for it this next year, and it just so happened to be the year that my man was actually.
Oh, you nominated. Know that was To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yes,
that was To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah. So I was around that whole time, and that's also when Coast was working with like Justin Bieber and different folks. So that was like my first time like seeing that I could write for other artists and seeing like the production administrative side of music. Cause think up to that point I was just like a rapper.
Right.
I didn't even know that this part of the game. I mean I knew it existed, but I wasn't like stunting at it all. I'm like, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But so once Matt was like, hey bro, he wants you to write some raps, cool. So I went out there and I remember this man had like a 3-story townhome, and I remember it so well because this is when Big Sean had that song. He was like, my crib 3 stories, that bitch a trilogy. And Coach used to always say that line like, my crib 3 stories, this bitch a trilogy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so when he was staying in the trilogy, you know what I'm saying? I crashed out there with them then, and then they had the studio in the back of the crib, and like mind you though, Coach is very like networky and like personable and stuff. Yeah. I pull up the first day, Marsha Ambrosius in here. Now, mind you, I'm in here like, damn, like I was still like starstruck based on the artists he was having come.
Right.
Because these was like lit artists, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
He having Marsha Ambrosius Monday, Tank on Tuesday, and then he telling them like, nah, say it like this, like, nah, cut that shit over, like, nah, that was whack, do it like this. So I'm just like, this is a real thing, you know what I'm saying? So after that, I'm like, all right, I'm finna move out here. I go back out there, stay with my boy, crash on the couch, and then through Coast I met Bongo, by the way, who was like another one of my
Bongo on the beats.
Man,
He did it.
Bongo, by the way, like that's my dog. So him and I super linked close, and he was like the first person to really like actively work. I mean, because think when I met Coast was already like hella up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like, I want you to write my raps for my album, but I still have a session on Wednesday with Pink. You know what I'm saying? I still got a session on Thursday with Nicki. So I kind of can only work with you so much, but you my dog though. And I'm still working on this project that I'm kind of not working on, but kind of am. But like, I know you raw and you from the crib and write my raps. And him and I just like clicked and hit it off. We playing games and 2K and all that type of shit. So, but Bongo was the one who was like, because at that time, Bongo had just collaborated with Cosign on Dark Sky Paradise on what's the song? My whole squad in this bitch, and I'm the whole night. He did that with the intern. So, and then mind you, at the studio, it's like hella rooms. So, Coast in a big room, big speakers, crazy. Me and Bongo like around the corner in the little studio, just like knocking out joints. You know what I'm saying? He like, hey man, lay a hook on this, lay a hook on that. So I look up and like 2 weeks pass, and we got like 20, 30 hooks. You know what I'm saying? So he was also one of the first ones to like show me how like placements work. Cause at this point I'm learning like kind of producers and writers almost go hand to hand. Cause it's just a beat until somebody put words on it. Right. So what can help this beat get picked faster? Oh, if you could put words on this beat when I'm playing it for an artist, it ups the chances of like the artist wanting it because the purpose is to like make the process easier for the artist. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I just want to come in, hit a song, halfway done, be like, okay, cool. I can plug my verses in, like damn near. And I've done this before too. Like the Snoop record, I wound up getting left on the hook because I knelt the hook in such a cadence and such a tone that Snoop was like, nah, nephew, that shit gas. Like leave that shit on there. We ain't changing nothing. I'm like, okay, cool. Like so I low-key got a feature with like Snoop and Timberland on Snoop album. You know what I'm saying? So
oh wow.
That was a Kool-Aid album. It didn't like go super crazy, but what's wild is from doing that joint with Snoop and Tim, I wound up doing the intro track too. And Snoop wound up doing that joint on Jimmy Kimmel. It's called Legend.
Okay.
And it's crazy because he actually had Kobe in the video. You know what I'm saying? So it was it was like a whole moment, but like but that was all like me and Bongo work. You know what I'm saying? So then it's crazy, bro. Hey, it's so crazy. All right. I said I wasn't gonna tell the edgy story, but fuck it, here you go.
Okay, right. Fuck it, here you go. Let's do it.
Right, so
here you go.
So how that Snoop song actually happened? Bongo gonna be so blue, but I don't care. So how that song actually happened? Bongo had did a beat for the album, which wound up being the single. It was called Point Scene, Money Gone, and it was with Jeremiah on the hook. So Bongo and Jeremiah is like brothers, right?
Yeah.
So Bongo and Jeremiah probably got, I don't know if I had to guess, 300 records together that haven't came out, but like just hook ideas, all types of stuff, right? Yeah. So Bongo can literally like flip through a Rolodex of like fire Jeremiah hooks, and the artist is gonna bite on one of these, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So he did that with Snoop. They liked the song. Something was off with either the splits or the payment or something. And at this time, Bongo was in really tight with the Game, right? So. Which at that time, I don't know if he still is, but at that time, Game manager was Wack 100. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we would Game and whacking them like every day. Like, almost, now, mind you, this is before Wack ever did a podcast or like an interview.
Niggas ain't know Wack
but was running shit with an iron fist though. No gas. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you know, so Bongo being like nice, amicable gentleman that he was kind of salty about the payment situation. And he was kind of venting to me about it, like, man, bro, this is some bullshit, bro. I done got them the Jeremiah hook, yada, yada, yada. They could have had to pay X, Y, and Z, and they trying to short me on the woo-woo-woo. And then Wack is, like, walking in the hallway as he's saying this, and Wack like, who y'all talking about? He was like, man, this Snoop shit in here. He was like, his manager Ron still? He was like, yeah. He was like, hold on one second. This nigga Wack picked the phone up. Hey, yo, Ron, it's a record over there with like Snoop and Jeremiah. Yeah. Bongo did the beat. Yeah. 693 Morningside Drive is your crib address still, right? Hey, bro, if they ain't got hey, look, if he ain't got his payment, bro, I'm gonna be to pay you a visit. Click.
Got that payment.
So look, Bongo kind of was like,
hey, you call me and give me my address, nigga, you can have whatever. Okay.
Address. Now, and the hit was so crazy because I think this was like, wait, let's say it was 2016. Okay, the statute of limitation is way past. Okay. So as he called him, Bongo kind of got the face like I really ain't want you to do all that. Right. Because Bongo, like, not like Bongo going, but Bongo was just chill. You know what I'm saying? So he don't really be with none of the bullshit.
He ain't on that.
He ain't on that. He just want to make music. He a great producer. He a great guy, man of God. He not with all this stupidness. You know what I'm saying? Right. So now it's like, okay, now the shit is straight, but he finna shoot the video though, right? Now me being the OV's nigga, I'm like, we got to go to the video shoot. He like, nah, man, because after Wack just kind of turned up. I don't even want. I'm like, bro, we have all the leverage now. What he gonna do? Wack kind of already straightened it out. We kind of got to go and like flex our muscle now, right?
Yeah.
He was like, all right, man, I bet. So we go to the video shoot. Now, mind you, this is the shoot for Snoop single with Jeremiah on the hook. So we pull up, and it's crazy because it was actually at the same place where, like, if y'all remember when Snoop did like MTV Cribs years ago, and he was at this place that they had like a football field and the school buses. So it was at that compound. That's like the doghouse where he do like all his like music videos. The football team practice there. It's like a whole compound, right?
Okay.
So we go to the video shoot, and we see Jeremiah and them there. We like, oh, okay, well, oh yeah, cuz was good, cuz So it's all good. And then it's funny. I ain't gonna lie. And I don't want to sound like just some more starstruck nigga throughout this interview. Snoop had me a little starstruck too. Look. Y'all know how like Dave Chappelle told us shit about him and Charlie Murphy and Rick James. Yeah. I saw Snoop aura for real. Like I saw like it was like a haze around him. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga had on some Gucci shoes that was all glitter, and they looked like they was some shit that like, you know, something that was like he had made. No, these was real glittery Gucci shoes. Like I'm sitting here like this nigga on some whole other shit, right? So we walking around, I'm dapping everybody else up. Then we finally see Snoop, and it was like a smoky scene, right? And Snoop just emerged from the smoke like, "Hey, you Bongo, by the way?" He was like, yeah. He was like, hey, man, I love that beat, man. You fired, man. I appreciate the love. Now, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, nigga, I know you love the beat, nigga, because I heard what happened on the phone, nigga. I know what's going on, right? Woo.
Yeah.
So whole time, I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So they go to shoot Jeremiah scene with Snoop. So I'll go around the curve because think at this point, I'm just checking out the compound, right? So I'll go in like Studio A. Now, the video you seen is in like Studio A, right? So I go in that room first, and Snoop comes back, and I'm like, hey, bro, you mind if I like get a video? He was like, nigga, I'm Snoop Dogg. If you don't get a video, you're tweaking. Like, you not finna. And so mind you, we smoking weed, all type of shit. I'm like, man, I'm actually smoking with Snoop. It's kind of like I could cross off my bucket list. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we in the room, Snoop, Jay, all them, and it's like an instrumental playing. And I was like, I got this idea, and I like whispered it to Snoop. He was like, nah, that's fire, cuz. Like, all right, bet. So, some kind of way, my mind a little fuzzy. Some kind of way, I want to get it in the booth to lay down this hook, right?
Right.
Hook is laid down. So, he like tell Bongo out there like, hey, bro, if y'all want to like cook up some more stuff, because the album's supposed to be dropping this week, but I'm like 3 songs short. So if you want to go get your equipment and come back, you can. Now, Bongo, probably after Kanye, is probably the hardest working producer that I know. Right. Bongo would have walked back to certain, like, mind you, the studio was on like, I think it's on like Crenshaw, right? Bongo lived in Sherman Oaks at the time. He would have walked to Sherman Oaks and got that shit. So, of course, we drive to Sherman Oaks, grab the shit, come all the way back. It's like an hour in traffic there, hour back. By the time I get back, Bongo still, so, okay, all right, look, so Jeremiah still shooting his scene, right? Bongo goes with Jeremiah to, like, you know, watch the scene or whatever, right? I go back in the studio. Who I see sitting at the table? Timberland. Now, my mind is just fried at this point. I'm like, this is like all I'm thinking about.
This is like a movie coming in.
Bro, this is like a movie, bro. And all I'm
best day ever.
Bro, ever. All I'm thinking about is like Fade to Black when he was playing Jay-Z the beats. I'm like, yo, I'm here with Timberland. You know what I'm saying? Right. So he in there sitting there, but like, mind you, he got his headphones on just like this. So I'm like, the last thing I'm finna do is interrupt Timberland while he got his headphones on.
Or whatever he's listening to.
Right. So, so then he plays the shit in his headphones over the loudspeakers. This man re-rapped my hook that I just laid down before we left on this new beat. So now I'm like, that's my look. But I'm happy though. I'm like, wait, he just rapped my shit. I said, oh, that's my way. I said, hey, as soon as he take these headphones, look, as soon as he do this, hey fam, just letting you know,
that was me.
Look, that was me. So he take his headphones off. Hey Tim, huge fan, bro. Thank you for like what you done for the music, for culture, for hip hop, everything from like Jodeci to Missy to Genuine to, you know what I'm saying. I said, hey bro, I am a huge fan, but you know what's crazy? The hook you is like laying right now. That's me. I did the reference. He was like, for real? He was like, dog, that shit was gas. And then he literally was like, hey, I want you to check out this idea I got for Jay-Z. I said, bro, I could have died, bro. I could have died, bro. And it's so crazy because I can't remember what song it was, but I think he was playing like, so we cut this Jay-Z joint that could have been a whole joint, right? And then he played me something else. Like, man, I mean, think at this point we vibing now, like we homies now, right?
Yeah, we good.
And then,
we chilling.
And then what's crazy
Come
is
to Chicago, man. I got you on some heroes,
man. Man, exactly. And then what's crazy is Timberland is one of like Bongo's inspirations. So I'm just like, wait till Bongo get done with that nigga Jeremiah over there. I got something for him. Hey, Bongo, beat Tim. Bongo. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we going golfing tomorrow.
Man, so after I laid the hook down, he was like, hey bro, what you think it is? And this nigga played Holy Grail.
That's one of my favorite whole joints.
No, for sure.
I swear to God, like
the
Holy
beat, bro.
That beat,
bro. It was nuts.
I went to that concert with that was the Holy Grail. That's with him and Justin.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when that
was the Magna Carta, the shit that they put on everybody's phone.
Yeah.
So it's crazy because, I didn't actually interact with Timberland the way you did. Mm-hmm. I was an intern with at Pressure Point Studios.
Love Pressure Point.
Yeah, you know. So this was back like 2007. I was interning up there, and Tim had a session, and he had just got like Korg had just made some new keyboard, so you know they give shit to people like Timberland to like try it out, and he was just in there playing with it, right? And I got a chance to listen to him. He made that AO Technology beat with 50 Cent and Justin Timberland.
That's
he
great.
made that shit
right
there. And it was just sitting there. He just playing around with it. He just doing and making sounds or whatever. And then once he got that, that beat and what you hear from the song, it just like, but it was just like to hear that shit. Like, damn, this motherfucker is cold.
Like, that beat has a lot of Timberland sounds in it. Like
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, exactly. Like, so to hear him like, right. So to hear him playing around with it and then get it, that shit blew my fucking mind, Joe. Yeah, now, Timberland definitely one of my favorites. I remember, him and Swizz had the Versus thing going on for a while, and they were doing like him and Swizz and Tim had that Versus.
They was going back and forth.
Yeah, and it was just like, Swizz is nice, but you can't. This is Timberland.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different.
Swizz is very nice.
Swizz is extremely nice.
Different.
Yeah,
it's just different.
Yeah,
it's
different.
Yeah, it's just super different.
The Tim was just on a different level. You know what I'm saying?
So you meet Snoop, you smoke with Snoop, you chop it up with Timberland. Y'all became cool. When did you? After that part is when you started working with Ye.
So all right. So at this point.
This is Chicago history, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So at this point, you can't tell me I ain't one of the best songwriters in the world. At this point, I'm like, man, I got a Snoop joint. Look, here was so crazy. So I'm gonna segue into the Kanye story, right? So during that same time, so I do these songs, but in the midst of this, so the album wasn't out yet, right?
Right.
So the next day, because now I'm just like my confidence on 50. I'm like, all right, I can write for anybody now.
Yeah.
The next day I bumped into Dreezy, right?
Shout out to Dreezy.
Shout out to Dreezy.
I wish I still had a number, man. We used to chop it up a lot.
Man, no,
Dreezy's cool.
So I actually got my first actual placement. Like, I did the Snoop songs first, but my first actual placement is with Dreezy. Fun fact, I don't even know if Dreezy knows that. And what's so funny is I'm gonna tie this back, right?
Okay.
So I'm in the studio with Dreezy. We do this joint called Worth It, right? And so the song comes out. So me and Dreezy cool, right? About a week or so later, some kind of way, she called me like, hey, somebody told me you played them one of the records that we did and worked on or something like that, right? And I was like, because mind you, again, this is like the same month that I did the Snoop and the Tim shit, right? I'm like, boy, I was in the studio with Snoop and Tim. You think I'm leaking your records, bro? Like, who is you talking to? Like, da-da-da-da. Like, but like, mind you, we like texting, right? And I will never forget this. This is one of like the funniest times I ever got treated in my life. She like typed me that, and we was kind of having like a little bit of like a back and forth. And I sent her like a paragraph, like, nobody's on me about like the newest Dreezy song, right? Man, she texted me back, I didn't even read that shit, boy. Stop playing with me. And I'll never forget, that was like one of the coldest gangsterest times I ever got treated in my life. I was like, hey, all right, cool. Maybe I got a little bit too sassy. Right. Maybe I need to turn my you know what I'm saying?
It's one thing a Chicago motherfucker do is bring your ass back down to earth.
For sure. And I'm such a real, and I'm just like, nah, bro. Maybe I was like, it was a little bit too much dip on my chip, right?
Yeah.
So like after that, we hadn't spoke, right?
Right.
All right, pause that. So now, when Kanye came to Chicago and he was doing the whole like, I'm moving back to Chicago, me and Chance doing this album, da.
When he played that classic clip of that, when he was chopping up that Michael Jackson.
Yes, the same old days. Like that whole time. Bro, look, all of that.
I almost fell out the chair like this.
But what's so crazy is, look, even before that clip, right? It was a clip of him riding around in a Ferrari with Bump. And there was an instrumental playing that actually was the first version of Hurricane. Right? That do right. So at that time he was at CRC and the whole city knew. So it was kind of like the music who's in Chicago. They was all there. They were sliding, pulling up, whatever. So
R.I.P. to CRC, by the way.
Man, for real, bro. CRC was classic, bro. Yeah. So to keep a long story short, I finagled my way into the CRC sessions, right? And Dreezy walks in, right? And it was so funny. It was almost like how when you and somebody like faking to it, and then y'all meet at like somebody lit house, and it's like, oh, we back cool, and that don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like, look, we in here with Ye now, like, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So I remember being in there, and Ye got a process on how he like make his raps, but like he had a mic in like just like this, right? He would have the mic in his hand, like chord and everything, and just start like freestyling over like whatever beat is playing, just to kind of like catch a cadence. Like, okay, maybe even if I don't say these words, this the cadence I'm gonna use, you know? So he was rapping over Hurricane, and now I'm like, I know I didn't like got Snoop to say my shit, and I know I didn't got Tim to do it, but this a whole nother demon right here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm so I'm just waiting on kind of like, cause I already knew like I'm about to tell it, like, look, he got to tell me no. But I'm finna get me like a good shot off. I'm not finna tell him to say no like mild raps. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I remember he was messing with the Hurricane beat, and he was like, "What you got to do with me? Some 2 and 3." Ooh. And then I was like, "Call my wife up. Let's get Hoover free." He was like, "Call my wife up. Let's get Hoover free." He was like, "Oh yeah, that's gas." He was like, "What else?" I was like, "Oh, boy, I thought you would never ask. What you talking about?"
I do this.
I put on my ISO with my Louis V. I just bought my mama crib. I'm back over east. And this is right when he was like at his mom crib a lot. So I'm supposed to look. So he like, "Nah, bro, this is shit I would say." You know what I'm saying? Like, it like Holyfield from the home of Soldier Field. Coming home, this how a soldier feel. All this killing over is just overkill. Like, so he like, "Bro, I'm finna say all of that shit." You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I'm like, okay, bet this is going good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So in the midst of him laying them verses down, John comes in the studio. Hey guys, because I remember like Herb stopped through, Mickey stopped through, like all the Chicago who's who stopped through, coupled with the fact at this time, CRC was really like Chance's like home base. Like just keeping it real, it was like Chance was damn near like letting Ye like use his studio type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Chance had the whole joint. Like CRC was like Chance the rapper studio. You know what I'm saying? Right. So John, he walk in there like, "Hey guys, we have to go. Ooh, it's time to hop on the jet." I'm like, "Damn, man." I'm like, this ain't no nigga who I'm just finna like ask for his number. But I'm like, is he gonna use the verse? Is he not? Whatever. So I hit him with the old school. Like I was like, "Man, yeah, I definitely appreciate it, dog. You know what I'm saying? It was nice meeting you, whatever. Woo. He was like, "Oh no, hey Manop, get Bruza's info. He on the jet with us." I was like, "Yeah, Manop, get Bruza's info. He's on the jet with us." You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of funny too, because John being like an uncle / like big bro godfather to me, it was almost kind of like the me and Pharris shit. Like we joke a lot, but it's clearly like big bro, little bro, right? Yeah. So I was definitely like, "Yeah, nigga, do what that nigga said. Get my info. What you talking about?" He like, "Nigga, fuck you." Like,
"Hey, get a car, take me to the crib so I can go grab a bag." You know what I mean?
Funny you say that. Because I came to the studio. And like,
don't tell you got the bag already.
Listen. So I came to the studio like with like a t-shirt, some shorts, and like some slides on. Right now, mind you, at this point, I'm not coming to the studio thinking I'm finna leave with Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? Right. Excuse me, but Ye. So I'm just like, I'm like, Ye, I'm down, bro, but like, I don't have no clothes. And this nigga looked at me and said, "We have clothes." "We have clothes, bro. Like, we have clothes." Like, that's how he said. "We have clothes."
This nigga make clothes.
I said, "What? Look.
All right, cool."
I'm like, yeah, he do. Look, I'm like, he does make easy, doesn't he?
Yeah, he got a whole lot.
I'm like, okay, cool. So we literally left. I jumped in a black car and I went to Midway, and it's funny because it was just too lit, bro, because I didn't even know that Midway had a whole nother side of the airport that's for the private jets.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
When I was doing Uber, I had to drop a nigga off one day, and he made me feel like so small.
No, facts. At like the private jet suite part of it.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like...
It's like not quite on the main... It's like one block up, and then look, you have no idea that even exists until you see it.
Right.
I'm like, oh, I had no idea this was right here.
Just pull up to the gate. I was like, okay. And he was like, I'm like, where you about to go? I thought he like, that plane right there.
No.
I was like,
Nah,
fuck my life.
Hey, look, bro, real talk. And then it's so crazy because I get there, I'm waiting in like the what would be the gate, but it's more like a lounge, right?
Right.
So we chilling, and I look to my right, I got a tap on my shoulder. It's Dreezy. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
right.
Man, we all the way back good now. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's my Kanye West story.
That's one hell of a.
That was the beginning. Yeah, that was the beginning.
So
that was the beginning.
So I gotta ask before we get out of here. So you've done all that. You've lived a hell of a life, right?
Nah, for sure.
You've done a lot,
for sure.
But now you seem to have transitioned into something a little bit different.
For sure.
You done stepped your spirituality up.
100%.
So I just need to know, like, how did we get to where we are now with that?
Okay, so let's speed up a little. Okay, so after those experiences, like, cause then, all right, so after that moment, now me and Yale like working a lot, right? So I'm like getting real like familiar with the crew, the staff, the security, all different people. So it's like, it was like getting lit. We traveling the whole nine. And then mind you, this was during like when North was younger, you know what I'm saying? And when like him and Kim was like the big thing. So it was like, so I was seeing a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's almost like, and I feel like he dealt with this thing that I'm about to speak on just at a way more macro level. It's like when you actually make goals and then you hit them. And it's like him being like, I want to be the biggest rapper ever. I want to marry the baddest chick on the planet. I want to make $1 billion. I want to make clothes. And now mind you, this after like, you don't have the answer, Sway. It's like, it's like, all right, so maybe he won't get his clothing line off, which he did. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like I was just having these certain goals. I wanted that was based off of like having, right? And then once I got it, I was like, I'm not fulfilled all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, it's cool, but like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And coupled with the fact that like Ye is like the rap Michael Jackson. So it was very demanding. It was very like my life wasn't my life. Like I could be sitting there right now and if the phone ring and it's dude, it's like, oh, gotta go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that was kind of a lot for me.
Have you ever got that phone call like recently and be like, nah, man,
I ain't gonna lie. So, and it's gonna sound crazy, but like the numbers I did have, I blocked them because it was getting crazy. It was like, cause think about it, he too rich, and he too lit. Like it's like, what's up, bro? Hey, fly out, bro. We going to Africa tomorrow, and then it's like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Like what we, like I just want to like, you know what I'm saying? Like get back in bed with my lady and live a normal life and go to church on Sunday and read my Bible. So it was like, it was getting crazy, bro. It was almost like my life wasn't my life no more. Like working with someone of that magnitude, that closely, your life not your life no more. So it was just a lot to deal with. And shout out to Bugs the Beast, because Bugs was like my like. So Bugs was
I've been stalking Bugs.
So look, folks don't know. He gonna be mad too, but I don't care. Bugs always.
Oh, he been trying to come out here for a long time, but when he calls me, he's like, "Oh, yo, I'm in town, but I'm only in town for 6 hours. Let's do something." Nigga, I'm at work.
I will tell you this. Whenever he want to do that interview, it might even make sense for you to like go to where he at. Bugs is gonna give you the best interview ever.
I already know.
Look, Bugs
has been everywhere, bro. I just saw it with Jermaine Dupri when they was doing the Magic City.
I'm gonna be real with you. Bugs like, man, probably got the lengthiest like producer track record out of anybody. Like folks don't know.
Ever, like, bro. Like his whole Instagram is platinum.
How about this? They had this thing on Billboard.com, and actually not had. They have it still, where they have like they list the top songwriters and producers currently, and sometimes you will see like Beyonce name and producers if she like produced the song. Like normally, or sometimes the like rankings are based upon like who's out at the time. So like when Cowboy Carter drops, right? Beyonce might be like the 4th producer if she like did something on say like Cuff It or like one of them big songs. So Bugs has been like top 5 on the producer list before. Yeah. And like mind you, this is like Calvin Harris, like the biggest producers in the world.
Yeah, right.
Like I ain't seen them at like number 1, but I've seen them in the top 10 several times, top 5 like 2 or 3 times. Like that's huge.
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
Boog showed me something like, so it's levels to the Grammy stuff too. So if you have a certain amount of percent on like a album, you get something different. Boogs has a Grammy watch.
That's crazy.
From the Grammys. Sorry, Boogs, but
Bugs, man, maybe you gonna fight. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I need you on the pod. We've been months talking.
Bro, he flipped the watch over. It got 2 Boogs the Beast from the Academy with like on the back of like a Rolex. Like it's crazy.
Didn't even know that shit existed.
Man, I didn't either. So he was like guiding me during like the whole like Donda time, like stuff like, I'm like, yeah, Buzz, like I just met this writer yesterday down here. He like, cool. He like, bro, stop talking to dude. I'm like, why? He like, he finna get sent home. I'm like, I mean, because you know, Buzz is very like dark. You know what I'm saying? So like he gonna tell it like it is though. Yeah. So I'm like, man, Bug's man, he on some oldest mean Uncle Bug shit. Next day, where dude at? Oh yeah, they sent him home. Bug's like, I told you. Like real talk. Like he like the mean uncle that's always right. You know what I'm saying?
Because he's been around so long and he has seen so much. So he knows, oh yeah, dude got hate. You finna go home.
Bro, we at SNL, bro, and we supposed to drop at the time what was Yandi, right? And the album was supposed to drop that night, and I know the song's not done. So I'm just like, what he finna tell these people? Like, his interview is like in 30 minutes, and I know the song's not done because I'm supposed to write the verses on these, and I know they're not done yet. Right. What he about to do? That was when he did the Trump rant on SNL. Bro, listen, crazy. Bro, literally, I've never seen nobody just be so like.
Wait, you was at SNL?
Yeah.
I saw you post about that.
No, I was, bro. Look, not only was I there, you ever heard of RGB, the hats?
Yeah.
So my homie Twan, that's the CEO at the time. He was hanging with Saha the Prince, real tough, right? So he was there, bro. Me and Twan smoked out the whole floor. And like a dressing room that was turned to a studio. And mind you, Chris Rock is there with his kids. North is there. Courtney is there with little, what's the kids? Mason and Penelope and them.
Right.
It's like, look, bro, look, we have the whole floor smelling like the trap, bro. And bro, look, this is when I saw.
You smoked the SNL?
Bro, this is when I saw like. Hey, this is what I saw. Like, who you are could change the whole dynamic because they weren't telling Ye no. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, whatever they want to do is cool. I'm sitting here like a little embarrassed. Like, gee,
they said when they had that big old SNL anniversary thing, they told that story where they was like, he was supposed to perform a record, but he didn't perform. Like, we're standing there waiting for the music to drop, and he just goes on this whole rant.
Oh, look,
and we
that was
like,
that day. That was that day.
So no. Okay,
and the real one for the under was an album was supposed to drop that night at midnight. It wasn't done, so he had to come with the Blue 42 fake to like draw the attention to the album not being done.
That's
like,
crazy.
nah, bro. I'm sitting in the back just watching this G on a. Hey, I'm watching the monitor like, what just happened here? This is crazy.
This nigga Ye really is a genius.
Nah, genius. I ain't never seen
Blue
nothing
42.
like that. Flea flicker, play action. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. Never seen that. But so after all of that shit, bro, I was like, I just need a break. And then I'm not gonna front. By that time, I had like, man, enough money to kind of chill. I was like, you know what, man, this is great. And I mind you, I'm talking to my mom every day. She's like, man, just stay down there. I'm like, Mom, you don't understand. Like, my life is based on what he felt like doing at that moment, and he changed. So it's like it's different. So I was just like, man, I'm gonna just take a break. And then after that wave is when I just kind of like settled down and just got into my spirituality, like. Cause I just saw a lot, bro. Yeah. A lot, bro. Like a lot. And it was a great experience. I learned a lot. Like just the networking. Like I said, bro, I literally watched Joel Osteen walk on water. Like, you know, it was a lot of craziness. But nonetheless, I just had to like just tap back in because I'm like, this is all like half.
Yeah.
I'm not locked in on my B though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's funny because the reasons you're giving and what you're saying, like how you saw a lot, you kind of see how like that lifestyle for a lot of people, it can really ultimately consume you.
How about this? I could actually understood if one totally like lost who they was in this. Not that I agree, but I would understand. Like think it was. I mean, cause think I'm from over east, so I ain't going for it. But you know how many niggas I've seen Kanye turn up on? Like it's on some like, hey, I hope he don't think he finna hit me with that. You know what I'm saying? But like, no craziness. Like, man, it was this billionaire investor that came in trying to like pitch him my idea, and he was like, I don't like your ideas. Hey, Farnsworth Bentley, give him one of those steak dinners. You know, the ones that we give the people who we're never gonna work with again. Like. Like craziness. Like I'm sitting here like, damn, like
because it's I always remember, man. So I worked. So y'all remember when Kid Cudi had that little demo when he was out in the streets, kind of like losing his mind?
Yeah.
There was just like one little. I remember. So I used to work with this girl. Her boyfriend and Kid Cudi used to live together. They were best friends. And she was talking about during that time, like he was talking about like all the shit he was seeing. Yeah. And it was like it kind of fucked with him.
Not for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know he blew up kind of quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it really like his whole perspective on shit flipped.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And
then think he's the artist.
Right.
He saw way more than I saw.
Right.
Like he was like it was.
Yeah, he was really in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah. So I mean, so it's good that you kind of like saw that.
I had to, bro.
And decided to take a step back.
And you in a beautiful spot, man.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
I'm not talking about the creep.
No.
Creep is dope.
I mean, that is beautiful too, but
it's great.
We talking about
you're in a beautiful space, bro. You have a beautiful queen by your side.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? You are focused on bettering other people's lives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I legit watch. When I wake up, you know they say don't go to your phone. Mm-hmm. I go to my phone, but I will go to your page just to see your quotes.
Yeah.
Because like as an adult, like shit gets. You know, it
gets fuzzy.
Crazy.
You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah.
So, like, in the past few weeks, I'm paying this, I'm paying that, paying this, and I'm just, like, lost.
Yeah.
And, like, literally, I can legit say, like, some of your quotes in your posts have put me in a different perspective.
I appreciate that,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? So, I, like, looked, and I was just like, hey, man, God spoke to me on that. Like, you know, let me hit this nigga up, G. Because, like,
for sure, bro.
That post you posted, I was just like, I hit you that day.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro. Like, I need you to come to the
And it's
vibe.
crazy, bro, because I'm still like new to like scripture and stuff like that. Like, it's people that I look at as like spiritual advisors who like, nah, bro, that didn't actually mean that right there. Like, here, take the lexicon, take the Hebrew Bible, and actually read what like the Hebrew like translation of what fornicate means. I'm like, oh, I thought it meant this. It actually means this. So it's just like I said, bro, as long as we like pleasing God and serving his people, that's really our purpose on this earth. And I felt like if I would have kept like prioritizing working with Ye or with anybody at that magnitude, I would have been prioritizing like worldly material things and like, you know what I'm saying? Like clout, like, yeah, when I'm with Ye and da-da-da. It's like, cause think, it's hard not to do that.
Hell yeah.
But like bro, we did Donda in Atlanta, bro. Atlanta. Yeah. Like, now, mind you, during this time, and it's so crazy, right? Because I was in a relationship at the time, and we had just went on like a break. Like the week Kanye called me to Atlanta, I was like, "Oh, shit, you should have went on a break this week."
Crispy white.
Wrong week. Look, wrong week to go on a break. Like what? Like no, I was in Atlanta, like lit, bro. This like man, Atlanta, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I've never been.
To Atlanta?
You ain't never been to it?
Oh man,
so I'm going to.
He's
Atlanta.
going next
why I
week.
feel like you was at A3C with me? I guess not.
No, that was Southwest.
Oh, South by Southwest.
Like,
Okay,
I love Austin.
Been to Austin, 6th Street, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So think, bro. So Atlanta kind of like the Black Hollywood. So it's very like who you're with and what you're doing and how you think about it, bro. Like it was like, you working with who? Are we for sure giving you some head? Like, oh yeah, like hands like Kanye West, like Ye, like oh yeah, we finna. So it's like Bro,
me and my 3 girls.
Right.
Man, what?
This nigga, the nigga that rented out this whole stadium? the Mercedes-Benz stadium?
Bro, it was so real, bro. Like, it was a lot of access, but I realized I see how people get lost in the matrix, bro. And don't get me wrong, I was this close to getting caught in it too. And not like it's Ye fault. Cause think Ye is just more, he's like, it's like putting like a fish tank fish in the ocean. Ye been in the ocean since he dropped his first album. He used to this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, bro, this is different. Like, we having a damn near practice a drill to leave a restaurant just in case it get crazy. Yeah. Like you
Wait,
know,
it's a practice drill.
Damn near.
They gotta be prepared.
It's secret exits. Look, every big restaurant got like secret entrances and exits. Like all of them. I didn't even like 90% of them.
I learned that when I started working at McCormick.
You know what I'm saying? Look, exactly. You probably know ways that look. I've been to McCormick 100 times. I don't know the entrance to get in under, next to the bridge.
I be on the underground. I be, bro.
Yeah, it's underground tunnels.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
No,
It's really crazy. Like working there I'll be like, damn, this is where the president comes in at.
No, it's so
crazy. This is called the president's walk.
Yeah.
This is where he comes in. That's crazy.
So what's next? Where are you heading? Where do you feel like it's going now?
So now I really just want to help people, man, and just like get closer to God, because I don't want to do it for like selfish reasons. I actually, like I said, bro, we don't know when our last day is gonna be.
Absolutely.
So it's like we all know it's coming though. So whenever that day is for me, how I want my story to be told, and like what like the mark I want to leave on the world is like he helped people. You know what I mean? Yeah. And at this point, I feel like God's blessed me with different accolades or like achievements or whatever, to a point that like I'm good on that. Like I'm cool now. Like I'm keeping it so real. Like, and that's why like when I got the plaques on my birthday, I was so happy. Cause I got them, like I earned the plaques 2-3 years ago. I just got the plaques on my birthday, September 1st.
That's
so
crazy.
What was so dope about it was it's almost like winning a championship and they didn't ship you your damn ring.
Right.
So I was just blue, like, man, why I ain't got my plaque shit, man? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because all the other songs I've done, none of them have like earned plaque status yet. You know what I'm saying?
Before you get that, give us your track record.
Track record is so songs.
Yeah.
All right, Dreezy, Worth It. Okay, so I just do artists. So Dreezy, Worth It. I also did Dreezy 21 Questions off the album with her and Hit Boy. Okay. I did Got Those for Snoop, Legend for Snoop. Multiple game records that I never really got credit for, but I ain't tripping because I feel like that was like practice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But what else? Vic Mensa. I did like 8-9 joints on Vic Mensa's album. I forgot the name. I think it's called Victor.
I think I know what you're talking about.
He got a joint on there with him, G.Eazy, and Chance.
Yeah.
Swish.
Okay.
I did that with them. And I ain't gonna lie, Vic is a fun artist to work with. I ain't worked with Vic in a minute, Vic, but like it's like when you work with an artist that's really same with Dreezy. Like when you work with artists that are really good, it's really fun because it's like the standard is high. It's like they trust me, so it's like
and the creativity
is just crazy. And then it's not like I have to write the whole song. Like even on Worth It, folks be like, that verse she did, you snapped on that. I'm like, I didn't write the verse. I came with the hook. She did the verse on her own, and she, you know what I'm saying? So like I said too, and like just to clarify. When I write for a lot of artists, it's very rare that I just like write the whole song. I'm working with like superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I won't do a song with anybody just for the money. You know what I'm saying? It would have to be so much money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like I've just been blessed to like work with either like real legends or very talented artists. So like working with Dreezy is fun. Working with Vic is fun. Working with Ye, it's fun, bro. It's like these are really talented artists who like I'm pulling out the best in them, they're pulling out the best in me. So it's like a fun process, bro. So let me see. So Snoop, Legends, Snoop got those. Yeah, Ye, Selah. the Believe What I Say joint off the Donda joint. And it's funny too because I've helped on a lot of other joints, but I'm just going off like actual published joints. You know what I'm saying? Like
actual credits.
Actual credits. So I think that might be about it. I might be missing some joints. Like I think that might be it.
That's dope shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope shit.
I was just blessed to write the right songs with the right artists on the right album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how it works. Cause think like even like the Selah song that I did on the gospel album wasn't a single, but it got picked up by the Super Bowl because Fast and Furious 9 made the song the movie song. And so to promote the movie, they got a Super Bowl slot.
I know you was like cha-ching.
Bro, what? Bro, and then it was so crazy too. They sent me an email and I wasn't responding to it. But was like, hey nigga, I want you to check your email. You holding up everybody bread, bro. What's to you? I said, oh damn, my bad. So it's so crazy, bro. So yeah, bro. I just been blessed, bro, to have like great teachers from Bucks to Boogs to Manop to Ye to like I ain't gonna front, bro. That's kind of why I don't even like you know, Wack is way more vocal now. But I don't speak on him because he's done too much to help me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like real talk.
Yeah.
I can't speak on nobody that's helped push me forward. So I don't really care. Like, hey, like he did that to you. He didn't do that to me. Like
Right.
he showed
was
me
good
love,
with me.
bro.
Yeah.
Showed me like went out of his way to show me love. Like went out of his way to make sure stuff was right. You know what I'm saying? Even after that situation. So like I said, I just been blessed to have like good teachers, good guidance, and I just want to like be that for someone else in whatever space that is. So yeah, bro.
That's
So
good, man.
So
I mean, I really appreciate you coming through, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
This was an eye opener because I mean, god damn, man, I need to get my life in order.
Oh man, B do have, bro.
Yeah.
B do have, bro.
And that's been like my whole focus is just like, you know, just taking it to the next level.
Yeah,
budgetly wise, and just figuring things out, bringing people to come in and take the really because he does the editing.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't cut nothing. We just go straight on in. Like only thing we put the front.
Yeah. I mean, excuse me. You know, it's just more of a kind of like a organic thing where we really just like when you just get on here and have a conversation. We're not really trying to cut up shit, do things to just try to go viral type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We get out here, man. We let that shit roll. We have the conversation, and the shit goes where it goes.
And people love it.
Yeah,
No,
you know
sure.
what I'm saying?
People be like, "Yo, yeah, like y'all conversations be like real shit." We're not old men just up here talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bah, that was a shot today.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, y'all got it, man. This is definitely dope, man. I had a great time, man. And then, like I said, man, I'm rooting for y'all brothers, man. Like I could tell that y'all believe in this, and then, man, being is so fulfilling, bro.
Yeah,
because it's like you really aren't questioning what to do. Like I know y'all both know what y'all need to do next.
Yeah.
As long as y'all staying in the B. Now, the minute y'all start tracking that half, I'm telling y'all, it's the beginning of the end.
But you know what, man?
Like think, because the half is what you cannot control.
You can't.
So it's almost like I posted yesterday on my thing, like, kill the worry in a hurry. Like, how has worry ever made anything better? Like, I understand why we worry, but let's just like take this on like a way more like base level. Like, how has you worrying about something ever helped it?
It's never done anything.
I can see if it like worked. Like I see like how like, you know, carrying a gun could keep somebody from harming me. How does worrying keep something from happening? It damn near might make something happen if you keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So,
but to be honest with you, that's what make me very successful at my job that I do. Mm-hmm. Is because when shit goes haywire, I'm not worried about how it went haywire. How can we fix it right now?
Bingo.
Like, how can we move forward at this point? Yeah. We could talk about that shit later, but as of right now, this needs to get done.
We're here now. We're in the water drowning. Why am I worried about drowning?
Right.
I'm drowning already.
And that's kind of what it is, man. Kind of like being in the moment, appreciating the moment, living in the moment, right? Because like you talk about the having. I don't really think too much about. You think more about like.
And most people do. Like, we all want to have. So
Absolutely,
like,
we all do.
You need to have in order to live. Let's keep it real. You have to have food, have lights. You got to have gas. I mean, it's gonna get cold. So having is reasonably prioritized.
Yeah.
But it's almost like the recipe for having ain't focusing on having, and it's hard to not focus on the thing. It's like, man, I'm drowning. How do I focus on not drowning?
Yeah,
It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
but I've taken so much from like just the people that have been on here.
Yeah.
Like I said, we had fucking Scoop Jackson on here one time, and
for sure.
I've been watching Scoop.
Scoop a legend.
Yeah, I mean, this is so crazy. We always joke about it because he didn't know. He was just cool with Scoop. He didn't really know who the fuck Scoop was.
Like, I didn't know Scoop was that big.
This nigga, like journalism and hip hop and the way that shit is covered now, that shit has its beginning with fucking Scoop Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Scoop started Slam, but he was big with Slam magazine.
No. He was one of the people that started this.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
You know, so to have somebody like him on there, right? And then we mentioned Dave Jeff earlier.
Yeah.
It's a few things that Dave Jeff just kind of said on that. We had a conversation about divine time and the things happen when they're supposed to be, and things that like have kind of like, oh yeah, you know, some shit I need to hear at that time. Yeah. With fucking with shout out to Fashion Geek Zoe, his shit blowing up
for sure. Yeah.
With the Ghetto One Rays and like he was talking about that and to see what he's doing now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even his name being mentioned on that Joe and Jada shit. What he talking about? What he linked up the clips with Stove God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he could do that hook. And so a lot of the
I
shit
had no idea that's how that even happened either. That was like a lit
right.
Drop.
You know what I'm saying? So just to even like the shit that like the interview with him was dope, and the conversations we've had have already like been so fulfilling to just be in this space with. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like whatever comes from it, man, is gonna come from it.
No,
but like
sure.
I just appreciate. Like you talk about doing it, I appreciate doing it. I appreciate you coming here and having this conversation with us.
No,
like,
for sure, bro.
I literally just sitting there listening to you tell these stories has been entertaining as fuck for me personally. You know what I'm saying? I've enjoyed listening to this shit. So like, regardless of if one person looks at it or a million people look at this shit, I've enjoyed the process of doing this. You know? And that's what really matters.
Yeah.
And I'll tell y'all this, bro. Like anything that you don't feel is working for you is working on you. People just don't let it work on them long enough to work for them.
Yeah.
Like that's like even like. And you see I've been in the gym a lot, right?
Yeah.
I hate the gym.
I know.
I'm just letting it work on me so it can work for me.
I doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I hate the gym.
I lost 2 pounds. And
hey man, every little bit counts.
Every little bit counts.
Nah, for sure.
But like shout out to my homeboy Andreas. I went out to eat with him and his wife. Me and my lady went out to Medicis to eat breakfast, and he gave me this app. And he was like, bro, this is this app. You put your headphones on, and they'll tell you, run for 45 seconds, and then walk. Yeah. Run for 45 seconds and walk. But he like, every week, it will go up. Yeah. He like, trust me, bro. Like, if you do this at least 3 days out the week, you will start seeing results. And before you know it, you'll be able to run longer. And I was like, he like, bro, sometimes you just have to break it down to simple things that you know that you can accomplish now and work at that. And then as you go, you get bigger and bigger and you run longer. And then you're able to be like, shit, then now I can run 5 miles.
No, facts. Like, cause I ain't going front, but I ain't never been over like 175 in my life. I'm like 205 now.
I'm at 260.
So look, bro. Half of that shit is just diet, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'll say this back to controlling what you can. Yeah. I don't know how many curls it's gonna take me to get like swole. I don't know. But what I do know is as long as I don't eat this and don't drink that and do these every day, I know I'm putting a deposit in the bank of like getting closer to what I want. Yeah. So like literally just like as a whole and like not to be like on some like life coach shit, but seriously, like control what you can control, but like control that shit, bro.
Discipline.
Like real. Look, think, bro. I'm gonna keep it so real, bro. I like don't have no friends right now. Like all my homies is like either my neighbors that be in the gym, or like people that be at my girl gym. You know what I'm saying? Like my trainer Hector, that's my dog. But think it's really because the more locked in you get, it's gonna like start cutting people off, bro. Just on some like the decisions you make, like Like, bro, even to decide is to cut from. Like, people think like choices and decisions are the same. And it's like, nah, choices is like, I'm gonna do it today, I might do it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? A decision like D is like from. You know what I'm saying? Side is to cut. So to decide is to cut from. So once you just decide, like, hey, look, I'm gonna eat this. I'm not gonna eat this. I'm gonna shoot my podcast. I'm gonna edit. And I'm going to just let it work on me long enough to work for me. Like, bro, I was in Greece, bro. I couldn't eat half the stuff I wanted to. Bro, you know how many foreign, freaky Euro snacks they had and I just wanted to try?
Right,
but I'm sitting here like, see, this why I'm not swole yet. This why I'm not X, Y, and Z. So sometimes you can mind fuck yourself.
Absolutely.
Like this is why I'm not.
Yeah.
Like let me like this is gonna be the difference, bro. So
right.
so after like enough like choosing right over wrong, then you would start to feel even more like, see, you niggas weak. Y'all can't do it.
Yeah.
Y'all can't. Like think, bro, that's like even like not smoking started. Cause like I said, I don't know how you fasted and then went back and fasted again. That's control.
Right.
Bro, I've never fasted in my life. Like I have an addictive gene, I feel like, bro. Like I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it all the way. Like
No, I'm the same way with a lot, but I typically and I don't necessarily have to like I'll fast off of different things.
Yeah.
If it's anything that I feel like I'm doing too much of, or I feel like I'll just catch myself in the moment like, oh, nah, Joe, you doing too much.
See,
right
I ain't
here.
never had that till recently.
Yeah.
Like I think I would have loved to fast at like different times. I'm like, man, fuck that, I'm getting high. Man, I got 3-5 left. I'm finna smoke. Like
the day I ate a whole frozen pizza.
A whole frozen pizza
Was the day was like, I gotta stop this.
And you know what else too? I ain't never met the like prior to this. I ain't never met like the in love and faithful, in shape, in my spirit. Like, I've never met that version of me. So think about it, like who you would become if you started like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna just cut this out and do it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think you ain't met that version of Larnell.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that be a raw version of Larnell? Like, hey, hold on, why he don't wear a shirt no more? What he on, bro? Wait.
I'll be outside with a tape to this thing.
You know what I'm saying?
This thing be whole summer. He just got a throwback jersey on.
You hear what I'm saying?
Muscle out. I'll be like, got this big ass
Like,
t-shirt on.
like, yeah, because wearing the jersey, not having to wear the T under it is a whole different thing, right? Looking like one of the Fab Five, and you know
what I'm saying?
Nah, bro, you got that shit, bro.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate
I just
you
always
coming
had-
I
through.
appreciate you too, broski.
My goal was always just like I don't want to have to wear no motherfucking t-shirt in the swimming pool, man. Like,
That's a fact. Cause I got a video, and I'm in like a robe, and I'm in the pool, and my body little, and I got the robe on because I don't want to show my chest. And my woman was like, "Bro, you like Jesus or something? Bro, you like baptizing niggas? Like, why you got a robe on in the pool?" I'm like, I ain't think about that.
yeah.
So nah,
It's
bro.
crazy. Yeah, man. Definitely
man.
appreciate you coming through, man. This has
Man,
been a
thank you,
pleasure.
bro.
Man, tell the people where they can follow you at.
Credible Habits, CREDIBLE Habits, HABITS on Instagram. Adam Bruza Wright on Facebook. And I actually just started a channel. Right This Very Moment is spelled like writing something down. So WRITE This Very Moment. And I've been like breaking down like different songwriting sciences and stuff like that.
Okay,
so,
dope.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So like I said, bro, as long as it's helping people, bro, I'm on it, bro. Like my goal is to like get to a point that I can like give away like $1 million, bro.
Well, I
You know
hope you
what I'm
get
saying?
there. I hope
You
you
know,
get there.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like on some like this is, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just all about giving back at this point, bro.
Hey, man, you know, we always look for sponsors.
Oh, for
So
sure.
you got to that level, just be like,
Man, you already
what y'all
know.
need? New equipment? Got
Hey,
you.
man, here y'all go. It's lit.
Hey, man, Rell, tell the people where they can follow you at, man.
Rell the producer, 914 Media Group, both on IG.
Hey, man, this is your boy L Boogie, class of 1979. You already know what it is. Easily Offended Podcast, episode 84. Thank y'all for liking, sharing, commenting, everything that y'all do, man. And this song is just so perfect to leave out on, man. Peace. We out.
Yes, sir.